by Chad Webb of Oil Spring, Kentucky, and Mike Hollenbach of Chesterfield, Indiana. Trained by Mike Hollenbach. Number 2 is Rocket Fair.
All and base.
Ginsburg, Ohio. Trained by Johnny Bates, the driver, Pierce Henry. Number 3, Happen in the Sun has been drawn. Number 4 is Humpty Dumpty. Owned by David and Patricia Jury of Bucyrus, Ohio. Trained by Robbie Brooks, the driver, Clifton Bell. Number 5 is Coco
Cruz. All by Bill Webb of Defiance. The DNK stable.
LLC of Hicksville. Trained by Bill Webb, the driver, Tyler Rush. Number 6 is
Boys will be boys. All by Hagerman.
Racing in Mount Vernon, Ohio. Trained by Herman Hagerman, the driver, Emmanuel Miller. And number 7 is Raymond L. All the Levan stables and Megan Levan of Woodstock, Ohio. Trained by Hank Levan.
A very pleasant good evening and welcome to day 2 of the Logan County Fair here in Bellefontaine, Ohio. Jay Wolf, Doug Ballinger, and Stephen Taylor bringing you all the action. 11 races tonight, Doug. They're not wasting any time. We're going to get right at it here.
No time at all. They're going to be behind the gate at 6 o'clock. 2-year-old Colt Pacers, Jay. We're going to scratch the 3, Napping in the Sun. Out of the first, beginning with the 1, Wagger. Mike Hollenbeck trains and drives. I believe he had a training win last night. I believe maybe a driving win. This one has 2 starts on the year, has 1 third-place finish out at Ottawa. Finished 3rd, pacing in 2:05 and 1.
Number 2 is Rocking Fearless. Tyler Bates trains for Suzanne Bates of Gibsonburg, Ohio. Pierce Henry will get the driving assignment. This one's making his 4th career start. Has a win the first time out at Paulding, timed in 2:04.
Number 4, let's see, Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty sit on a wall. Clifton Bell, Robert Brooks, 2-year-old Bay Gilded Son of Zuma Kalade. 3 starts on the season, has a 2nd and a 3rd, $1,400 second place finish at Marion just last week, pacing in 2:06 and 4.
Number 5, Tyler Rush will drive Coco Cruz for trainer and co-owner Bill Webb. DNK. Pierce Henry on Mo. We'll have to write that down. Bill Webb trains this well said gelding. 2 second place finishes in 3 starts. The first 2 times out at Ottawa and Paulding was the second place finishes.
Emmanuel Miller, the 6 boys will be boys. Herman Hagerman trains. 2-year-old Bay Gilded Son of Western Tear. Manny Miller had 3 wins last night. Boys will be boys. 3 starts on the year. Has a 2nd and a 3rd, $1,408. Third place finish last time out at Marion.
Hank Levan trains and drives the number 7, Raymond L., owned by Levan Stables and Megan Levan, both of Woodstock, Ohio. This is Sumu Kulade gelding. 1 start. That was a 6th place finish at Marion, timed in 2:13. They score 5 across here at Bellefontaine, so boys will be boys and Raymond L. will be the 2nd tier starters. Remind everyone that programs are available at harnessracingohio.com. Go into the upper right-hand corner, look for the view button. Once you do that, you get 3 choices tonight. You get make sure you look for Logan County and click on that button, and the programs will be available. If you're watching from home, and we are using post-position saddle pads tonight, so red, blue, white, green, black, gold, and gray.
Also lining up down the backside on the way to the gate. The first horse in the drill will be Wagger. That comes Rockin' Fearless, Humpty Dumpty with Coco Cruz on the outside.
Couple of changes here in the first. Clifton Bell will drive number 4, Humpty Dumpty, and Tyler Rush will drive the 5, Coco Cruz. Number 3, Napping in the Sun, was withdrawn due to illness. So we're scratched down to a field of 6. 4 on the gate. 2 will be a little late. We'll send it over to Bill Peters.
Here they come. They're off and pacing. The first horse away is Rockin' Fearless. On the outside, 2nd is Humpty Dumpty. And their 3rd is Wagger. Racing along 4th is Boys Will Be Boys. And racing 5th is Coco Cruz, the last horse, Raymond L. As they make the turn now to head down the backside to race over to that quarter-mile mark, Pierce Henry has Rockin' Fearless on top by a length and a half. Facing 2nd is Humpty Dumpty with Clifton Bell driving. In their 3rd, that's Wagger, driven by Mike Hollenbach. Racing 4th is as Coco Cruz, driven by Tyler Rush. That's past that quarter-mile mark.
31 and 1/10.
First quarter pace in 31 and 1/5. As they race around that upper turn to come down past the stand for the first time, that's still Rockin' Fearless with the lead. Racing in there close second is Humpty Dumpty. Racing third is Wagger as they race down toward the half-mile mark. Racing in there fourth is Boys Will Be Boys. Up on the outside fifth now comes Coco Cruz, and the last horse is Raymond L. Past the half-mile mark, that's still Rockin' Fearless by a length and a half.
102 and 4.
First half paced in 102 and 4/5. As they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over that 3/4 mile mark. The one to catch is Rockin' Fearless. The closest horse second along the rail is Humpty Dumpty. On the outside third is Boys Will Be Boys. 3 wide down the backside goes Coco Cruz. Racing at the rail fifth is Wagger, and farther back sixth is Raymond L. Front 5 well 3/4 mile mark. That's still Rockin' Fearless with the lead. Charging up on the outside second now is Coco Cruz. 3/4 in 133 and 1/5. As they race around the upper turn to head for pay dirt. At the rail, it's Rockin' Fearless. On the outside second is Coco Cruz. Racing along at the rail third, that's Humpty Dumpty. On the outside fourth, it's Boys Will Be Boys. As they race toward home, that's Rockin' Fearless at the rail and Coco Cruz on the outside. Rockin' Fearless and Coco Cruz. Rockin' Fearless and Coco Cruz. It's Rockin' Fearless. Coco Cruz up for place, Wagger for show.
202 and 4.
A mile in 202 and 4/5.
202 and 4. Rockin' Fearless. Pierce Henry go gate to wire. For Ty Bates, 2-year-old bay go to son of Fear the Damage out of the Rockin' Image mare. Image of Venus, 2 wins and 4 starts with 2/3. Lifetime mark, 202 4/5. This a $4,500 yearling purchase. Jay, second I had the 5 Coco Cruz, Tyler Rush, who was closing with every stride after that leader. Rockin' Fearless got there just in time.
Yep, I had Wagger unofficially third as well. 2, 5, 1 unofficial.
Pierce Henry with a win last night. Gets one tonight. Pierce, one of our leading drivers this year. He's in the top 5, I'm sure, this driver standings. I didn't notice, was Hank Levan, did he drive the 7 horses?
Yes, he did.
Did he? Okay,
Yeah.
so Hank is here. We're thinking he might have some Buckeye Stallion
He has
horses
2 in tonight at Scioto for the
Downs.
Buckeye Stallion
Okay.
Series.
And now moving down the track into the winner's circle where the winners go. Coming in from Gibsonburg, Ohio. Number 2,
the winner of race 1. There are the Christian places for race 1 from the top. Boyd Wagger was third. Number 2, Rockin' Fearless was the winner. Number 3, Napping in the Sun had been drawn. Number 4, Humpty Dumpty was fifth. 5, Coco Cruz was second. Number 6, Boys Will Be Boys was fourth. Number 7, Raymond L was sixth. Time of the first quarter was 31 and 1/5. The half was in 102 and 4/5. The 3/4 in 133 and 1/5. With a mile in 202 and 4/5. At the top it should read 3-1 scratch, 5-2-4, 6 on the bottom. The mile in 202 and 4/5. New lifetime mark for Rockin' Fearless.
Well, it's on to the second race. 2-year-old Colt Trotters will take to the track. First of 2 divisions, $7,305. Number 3, I'm the Last Surge. Make the driver Tyler Rush. We'll be back to take a look at the 2-year-old Colt Trotters. First division, second race right after this.
The roots of harness racing are born at the county fair. For over 150 years, people have gathered to watch horses battle it out for fame and glory. Catch the thrills this summer at an Ohio Fair Racing Conference County Fair. The OFRC races at 22 fairs in 20 Ohio counties. Trotters and Pacers put it all on the line to be called the best in the Buckeye State. The Ohio Fair Racing Conference, where the path to greatness begins.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
We are back at Bellefontaine, Logan County Fair. Stephen Taylor, Jay Wolf, Doug Ballinger bringing you all the action tonight.
Steve's the MVP.
He is.
He brought the
MVP.
tent.
Yes.
He brought the tent today. We're
You
living
know
in
Frank,
luxury.
You know Frank Frost pretty well, don't you? Can you put a good word in for him?
Yeah, absolutely. I've tried to get him Employee of the Year.
Employee of the Year?
Yeah. Well, I didn't realize. I thought he was here 3 or 4 years, and he told me he's been here a year and a half maybe now. April, you said? Year and a quarter? That's easy. Going up against Ashley and Matt Clark, you got a shoe in. We want to thank everyone for choosing us tonight because there's 3 options here in the state of Ohio.
I'm sure everybody's watching.
Exactly.
Bellefontaine.
Absolutely. And that, well, Jimmy Byers is. That's all
Jimmy
we need.
Byers
That's
is
all we
right.
needed to hear.
And he is will he be throwing blankets at Delaware this year, maybe?
He's scheduled.
He's
So
scheduled.
it's up to him.
And somebody said that he is going to.
He put on the chat yesterday. He would be at Washington Courthouse
Washington
throwing
Courthouse.
blankets.
Jimmy had a winner the other night at Souda
Absolutely.
Downs.
There was a neat video. I don't know if you.
I noticed that, him in the paddock.
Him in the paddock. You know,
Yeah.
he's really calm and cool with the first 3/4 of the mile, but that last quarter he
Oh,
gets
yeah.
a little animated
Yeah.
there.
He got that horse home for second, right?
Yep.
I think.
Yep. No, he won that night.
Is that the night he won?
Yeah,
Is
that
that
was
the
the
night
night
he won? Okay.
So, but if we could all have half of Jimmy's excitement, we would
Yeah.
all be better people. It is a warm night here, but not only are we in the shade, there's still a nice breeze
A nice
coming.
breeze, yes. Very
So,
nice breeze.
We know who our friends are. The tent was up, and people are sitting closer to us because they're getting residual benefits from the shade. So, Stephen, you're Employee of the Month for all we're concerned. As we mentioned, there's plenty of options tonight in the Buckeye State to watch great racing. If you're so inclined to have Wilmington started at 4 o'clock. Then Cortland, the second of their
4:30.
Yep, they started at 4:30, the second of their doubleheader. They win at noon and then at 4:30, and everyone's joining us here at 6 o'clock. There's also Buckeye Stallion Series action for the 2-year-old colt trotters and 2-year-old filly colt trotters at Scioto Downs tonight.
Northfield last night. Did they have sire stake last night? Or?
They did have some sire stakes
Yes.
last night. So.
Yeah, some of these regulars at Scioto are really not getting maybe only one night a week. Maybe some weeks 0 nights off.
Yeah,
Because
0
if you
nights
go
off.
on a Sunday or at Northfield, maybe a Monday, Northfield's schedule changes. But I think some of those drivers were there probably Sunday and back Monday.
Yeah.
So it'll be 7 days this week for them.
Yeah, last night we had Chris Beaver here driving, and
Yes.
I was in the judges' stand when Clifton Bell's taking Chris's responsibility because he's got quite a few in tonight at Scioto in the Buckeye Stallion Series. We do have Hank Levan here tonight. He has 2 in tonight at the Buckeye Stallion Series, so we're back with the regular fair drivers, if you will. No Sam Widger tonight, but tonight's the Colt night. Last night was all filly races except for the Signature Series. Tonight is the Signature Series Trot, and the rest of the remaining 10 races are all Colt events.
Just like to give a shout out to Joe Cooper, North Carolina, checking in tonight. We're getting set for post parade for the 2nd. They'll give you the post parade, and Jay and I will dig into it a little deeper, talk about these 2-year-old colt trotters after this post parade.
This is the first division of the 2-year-old colt trot, going for a purse of $7,305. One is Ranger Laniel, all by Levan Stables and Megan Levan of Woodstock, Ed Perry of Cable, Ohio, Richard Fries of Northfield, Ohio, trained and driven by Hank Levan. Number 2 is Farrell, all by Chris Beaver of Radnor, Ohio, Jim Burnett of Wilmington, Ohio, and Steve Z. Handler of Worthington, Ohio, trained by Chris Beaver of the Clifton Bell. Number 3 is I'm
The last surge. All been trained by Rhett Roll of Ocean, Ohio, the driver Tyler Reich. Number 4 is Passing By, all by Rick Hassel of Oakwood, trained and driven by Chad Williamson. The 5 is
Dugu, owned by David Justice of Marysville, Ohio, trained by Roy Justice, the driver David Justice. And number 6 is Manny Mango, owned by Hagerman Racing of Mount Vernon, Ohio, and Wayne Weaver of Fredericksburg, Ohio, trained by Herman Hagerman, the driver Emmanuel Miller.
Well, there you had the post parade, field of 6, beginning with number 1, Ranger Laniel, Hank Levan. That drives for the Levan stable, Megan Levan, E. Perry, and R. Fries. This is a 2-year-old brown gelding by In Range, a $7,000 purchase. Has 3 starts on the year, a couple 5th place finishes, trotting in 2:07 at Souda Downs in a qualifier back on the 15th of June.
Number 2 is Farrell, driven by Clifton Bell, trained by Chris Beaver, who co-owns and co-bred this one with Jim Burnett, and Steve Z. Handler joined the ownership group. This one is a Centurion ATM gelding out of the Chip Chip Hooray mare Nessa Rose. This is second start for Farrell, has made breaks in in the first start and both qualifiers since, so Clifton will have his hands full trying to keep this one flat tonight.
Number 3, I Am the Last Surge. Tyler Rush will drive for Rhett Roll, who also owns 2-year-old bay gelding by Uncle Peter out of the Muscles Yankee mare Super Trina. This must be a private purchase, no sale price listed. First career start for the 3. I'm the Last Surge.
Number 4 is Passing By. Chad Williamson trains and drives this one for Claude Estelle of Oakwood, Ohio. This one is a Quattro de Julio gelding. This will be his 4th career start. Has a 3rd place finish very first time out at Paulding.
Number 5 is Wagagutu. Roy Justice trains. David Justice owns and drives a 2-year-old bay gelding by Centurium ATM. 3 starts this year, has 1/3. The 5, Wagadugu.
Rounding out the field of 6 is, starting from the 2nd tier, that's Manny Mango. Manny Miller will drive Manny Mango for Herman Hagerman, who co-owns this one with Wayne Weaver of Fredericksburg, Ohio. This is a What the Hill gelding, or colt. Made 2 starts, 2 qualifying starts, 2 purse starts. Both the purse starts broke stride and was distanced, stayed flat in his very first qualifier back on June 15th.
There you have a look at the field. 2-year-old trotters, 6 of them making their way to the Mike Webkenberg starting gate. Mike is not here tonight. We have a new starter in tonight. It is Mike's gate. Becky, Mike's wife, is at Frankfort, Indiana starting. He also has a gate at Wilmington, and Mike himself is at Cortland.
This time of year, Mike probably doesn't know where he's going.
No, doesn't know if he's coming or going, I'm sure.
We need to thank Mike again for his support of the Passport program this year. Mike definitely puts his money where his mouth in the promotion of the event. And so those folks who want to come watch live racing, you can stop by the broadcast tent. If you don't have one yet, you can pick up a Passport. You get it initialed every time you go to a county fair or the big races. I noticed this year the Next Generation was in there. I know Super Night's in there, so they've expanded it a little bit. But stop by, and I haven't signed any today so far.
No.
Yesterday we had about 15.
Yes.
So, okay, well, it's a nice program, and we want to thank Mike for his support of that. The field is starting to roll. In the far turn, the field of 6 behind the Wilkenberg starting gate. 2-year-old colt trotters, first division for $7,300. We'll send it over to Bill Peters.
Come. There, off and trotting the first horse away is Farrell. Down at the rail second, That is Ranger Laniel. On the outside third is Passing By. Racing in there fourth is I'm the Last Surge. Fifth and off stride is Wagadugu. And the last horse is Manny Mango. As they make the turn now to head down the backside to race over toward that quarter-mile mark, Clifton Bell has fair out by 2.5 lengths. Running second is Passing By to Chad Wilson. Third is Ranger Laniel, driven by Hand. A little farther back fourth is I'm the Last Surge, driven by Tyler Rush. Fifth is Wagadugu, driven by David Justice. The last horse, Manny Mango, driven by Emmanuel Miller.
35-1.
First quarter trotted in a leisurely 35 1/5 seconds. As they race around that upper turn to come down past the stands for the first time, out there on the front end, that is Farrell. 2 lengths back second is Passing By. Racing in there third is Ranger Laniel. A little farther back fourth then comes Manny Mango. Racing fifth and off stride is Wagadugu, and the last horse, I'm the Last Surge. Coming to the half-mile mark, that's Clifton Bell and Farrell bringing the horses down to the half. Sitting the golden chair second is Chad Williamson with Passing By, and closing in third, Ranger Laniel. 8 and 4.
108 and 4.
First half trotted in 108 4/5. As they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over to that 3/4 mile mark, the one to catch is Farrell. The closest horse second is Passing By. Closing in third now is Ranger Laniel, and also closing in fourth is Manny Mango. The front four are pretty well bunched now. Chad Williamson's now out and on the move with Passing By. Going to the 3/4 mile mark, that's Farrell with the lead. Passing By on the outside second, Ranger Laniel third, and Manny Mango right there fourth.
143.
3/4 trotted in 143 as they race around that upper turn to head for pay dirt. That's Farrell along the rail, Passing By on the outside second. Ranger Laniel racing in there third. Ranger Laniel goes off stride. Now taking over third is Manny Mango as they race for home. That's Passing By on the outside, Farrell at the rail. Farrell now goes off stride. That's Passing By off stride. Manny Mango will move up to be second. It's going to be Passing By, and here they all come. Manny Mango up for place, Farrell for show.
214 and 2.
A mile and 2:14 2/5.
2:14 and 2, Passing By Chad Williamson. First career win for the 2-year-old bay gelding by Tortillo de Delo.
Quattro de Julio.
De Julio. Should have left that up to you.
That's all right. First
$12,000
crop sire here
Ohio
in the state of Ohio.
purchase.
What's the job? What's your job? Keep a 2-year-old trotter trotting.
Trot,
You'll
yes.
make some money.
Yes.
Not affect the winning horse. Does not affect the winner.
The last 100 yards, so the judges will probably be looking at that.
Someone asked who won the first race. Rockin' Fearless with Pierce Henry won the first race in 2:02 and 4, the Colt pace. So go back a little bit, help our fans and supporters out there. Passing By, first career win.
Wilmington started at 4. It's now 6:15, so they should have 8 to 9, I'm sure, in the books. Be a long night at Clinton County Fair with 18 of them.
Back into the winner's circle, where the winner coming in from Oakwood, Ohio, comes number 4, Passing By, followed by Rick Estel, and trained to deliver the victory by Chad Williamson. Let's have a big hand here for Rick Estel, Chad Williamson, and Passing By. There are the official placings for race 2 from the top. For 1, Ranger Laniel was 4th. Number 2, Farrell was 3rd. Number 3, I Am the Last Surge was 6th. Number 4, Passing By was the winner. Number 5, Wagadugu was 5th. And number 6, Manny Mango was 2nd. Time of the first quarter was 35 1/5. The half was in 108 4/5. The 3/4 in 143 Number 3, Trav Kels. The driver will be Clifton Bell. Clifton Bell driving number 3, Trav Kels. Number 5, Strumming My Life Away. The driver will be Curtis Harper. Curtis Harper will drive number 5, Strumming My Life Away.
Now we can say we can turn the page to race 3, the first division of the 3-year-old Colt Pace, purse of $4,838, field of 5. Clifton Bell will drive the 3, Trav Kels, and number 5, Stormin' My Life Away, will now be driven by Curtis Harper. We'll talk about all 5 after these messages.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Sign up for text messaging and receive $10 off your order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Hickory Lane Farm is proud to have bred or produced 3 Dan Patch champions over the last 3 years. Located in Findlay, Ohio, Hickory Lane Farm bred and sold world champion It's Academic. We also co-bred and sold sophomore Breeders' Crown winner Yo Tilly. Our stallion In Range set new sales records at the 2025 Jug Sale and is the sire of Set Your Sights High, who was last season's Dan Patch 2-year-old trotting filly. Find your next champion at the Hickory Lane Farm consignment.
We are back. Day 2 of the great Logan County Fair. Jay Wolf, Doug Ballinger, and Stephen Taylor bringing you all the action from Bellefontaine, Ohio. Bellefontaine, a few years ago, didn't even race. So we're glad they're back with us, and they joined the Ohio Fair Racing Conference. I think this is their 4th year. So it's
pretty sure it is definitely the 3rd.
They came back in They came back in 2004, so this will be the 3rd year for them back in the series. So we're grateful.
Drove
to have
by
racing.
the courthouse today, the first cement street.
Yeah,
I witnessed it.
Yeah, did you see the statue of the guy?
Yes, I did.
And it's made out of cement too.
Yes.
Isn't that neat? The cement street and the cement.
I'll think
statue.
of that every time I go by, like next year.
That's
come
fine.
back.
And we know you're not a Mills Brothers fan because we didn't know any of the music from the Mills Brothers. So
nice breeze tonight. Decent crowd, about like maybe a few more than last night, but they're under the trees in the first turn and somewhat at the top of the stretch.
There's bleachers in the top of the stretch there, or in the first turn. There's bleachers up on the hill, so underneath the trees. So I'm sure that's a prime spot. Stephen, any fair food tonight? Nope. Doug, you said you had a Lions Club burger.
Lions Club burger, very good. You'll walk right by that on your way out. They should be open because we should be finished at.
Don't jinx us.
Don't say it.
Don't jinx us. We have 3 fewer races tonight, so I know what time we finished yesterday, but want to remind everyone programs are available at harnessracingohio.com. Go up to the upper right-hand corner, click on the View button. Then tonight you get 3 choices. Look for Logan County, click on Bellefontaine, and you'll get to hear the voice of Doug Ballinger. How many years you been calling? 57 years a race caller and 4 years as an OHHA broadcaster?
Definitely 4 or 5.
Yeah.
What year? 1920. Did we start in 19? COVID was 19, right?
Yeah. Unfortunately, we remember
21,
that.
22.
Yeah.
This will actually be my 6th year.
Okay. Time flies when we're
really
having fun.
Really enjoy this OHHA work.
It's a good change of pace for you, I'm sure.
It is.
You don't have to call drivers to the. You don't have to call driver changes, and you don't
call
have
them to come out. Call them to come out. That's what you hate the worst.
I know Roger has a good guesstimate of the number of races he's announced. Do you have any idea how many of you have announced?
I kind of keep track anymore, just for curiosity. It's 650 to 725 a year, but probably 35,000.
It's 34,999 more than me.
I got a long way to go to catch Roger Houston. I could announce every day.
Roger's announcing getting more in today, and you're not. You're losing ground to Roger today. He's at Cortland today.
Losing ground with each and every stride.
Exactly. Bill Peters, you mentioned Bill's been doing it for 60
67.
7 years.
Roger, 67. Myself, 57. That's 191. And there's Ratcliffe, our friend, calls several fairs. 25 for Ayers, would it be?
I would venture to say now. I got home last night, checked my text messages. Ayers must be listening because he was asking why he never got invited to the jug party at my house. I said, mostly family, but you can come. You'll fit right in. So he listens to us. He's sneaky like that.
Yes, he is. He makes no comments, does he? Good guy, good friend.
Now, how would you suggest if someone's ever interested? I mean, I don't want to wish bad things upon people, but when you have 67, 67, 57, and 25, who's the next round?
You know, I got it. I got a number in my mind when I'm going to really slow down. And
how would you suggest someone young start?
Well, Roger Houston, give me my start. I mean,
so if there's a young man or a young lady out there can do some audio tapes and just send them to you and say, Doug, critique me. I'm sure you would do
Jeremy
that.
Moore, he's doing some fairs this year. He called me, last year, and I'll give him some pointers. And, I know when you're new and you want to throw all this big lingo in, but you don't want to do that. You just want to be able to call and describe the race.
The old KISS method, keep it simple?
Yeah, just make it simple. That your lingo will come. And sometimes you say things you shouldn't, right? We know that.
Like Happy Dumpty.
Happy Dumpty. Or at the top of the stretch, and they're trotting on the way wherever.
I don't think he's listening tonight. I think we'd be safe. But,
I don't think they're listening to New York.
Now, Steve Cross knew about that, and then the last race last year at Troy, and he says, and down the, I'm not going to say it. He's literally said that during the race, during his call. He says, and down the, I'm not going to say it. They're coming down the lane, So he went right up to the line.
Yeah.
Horses are on the track parading the post for the third.
Of Sunbury, Ohio, and State Florida, trained and driven by Darren Dollar. Number 2 is Gypsy's Brother, all by Herman Hagerman of Mount Vernon, Ohio, trained by Herman Hagerman, the driver Emmanuel Miller. Number 3 is Trev Kells, owned by David and Patricia Jury of Bucyrus, trained by Robbie Brooks, the driver Clifton Bell. Number 4 is the Ebony Dragon, owned by Suzanne Bates of Gibsonburg, Ohio, and Cedar Point Beach Racing of Fremont, Ohio, trained by Ty Bates, the driver Pierce Henry. At number 5 is Strumming My Life Away, owned by Dennis Paver of Raymond, Ohio, and Joe Paver of Marysville, Ohio, trained by Joe Paver, the driver Curtis Harper.
For race number 3, Doug, get us started.
Jay, the 1 is Barcelona legend Darren Dollar, trains and drives, owns a partnership with Lawrence Bettler and Shelley Bettler of St. Augustine, Florida. This 3-year-old bay go to son is by a bit of a legend, a $7,000 Ohio Select purchase. Career-wise, $47,000 in the bank. Took a mark last year at Northfield Park as a 2-year-old, 155-3. Has 6 career wins and 21 career starts.
Number 2 is Gypsy's Brother. Emmanuel Miller will drive for Herman Hagerman, who owns this Racing Hill gelding. 3 wins and 10 starts. One of the wins was in the June 6th leg of the Buckeye Stallion Series at Northfield Park, timed in 1:52 with Ty Smith in the bike that night.
Clifton Bell will drive number 3, Trav Kels for Robert Brooks. David and Patricia Jury of Bucyrus, Ohio owned. This is a 3-year-old bay go to the son of Fear the Dragon out of the well-said mare Pretty Girl Hanover, an $11,000 purchase 2 years ago. In 18 career starts, Jay has yet to find a winner's circle, but has 2 seconds and 5 thirds, $9,285 in the bank.
Number 4 is the Ebony Dragon, the Brown Colt by Fear the Dragon. Tyler Bates will train this one for Suzanne Bates in Cedar Point Beach Racing of Fremont, Ohio. Pierce Henry will get the driving assignment. This one, the last 3 legs of the Buckeye Stallion Series, has been first, second, and third. So the win at June 6th at Northfield Park was in 1:51-4 with Luke Hanners in the bike that evening.
Curtis Harper picks up the drive on number 5, Storming My Life Away for Joe Paver. Dennis Paver and Joseph Paver of Marysville, Ohio, own in partnership. This is the 3-year-old bay colt by Western fame out of the Woodstock mare, Stromboli Spatial. This is a homebred. 2nd career start, last time at Marion. About a week ago, finished 4th, pacing in 2:08-4. We look across the way as Stephen has them focused in. The Mike Wepkenberg gate is rolling. Field of 5, Barcelona legend, Gypsy's brother, Trav Kels, the Ebony Dragon, and Strumming My Life Away. Gates rolling. Let's go to Bill Peters to give us a call.
Here they come. They're off and pacing. The first horse away is Gypsy's brother. On the outside, second is the Ebony Dragon. Down at the rail, third is Trav Kels. Racing in there, fourth. That is Strumming My Life Away. And the last horse is Barcelona Legend. As they make the turn now to head down the backside, that quarter mile mark, Emmanuel Miller has Gypsy's brother on top by a length and a half. Pacing second is Trav Kels, followed by Clifton Bell. Up on the outside, third is the Ebony Dragon. First quarter paced in 28 3/5 seconds. As they race around that upper turn to come down past the stands for the first time, that's still Gypsy's brother with the lead. Racing right there, a close second is Trav Kels, the Ebony Dragon right there, close third. Then comes back fourth, that's Barcelona Legend, and the last horse is Strumming My Life Away. Front three well bunched as they come to the half-mile mark. That's Gypsy's brother now opening up about 3 lengths on Trav Kels with the Ebony Dragon moving up on the outside third.
57-1.
First half paced in 57 1/5 seconds. As they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over to that 3/4 mile mark. They've got to catch Gypsy's brother. The Ebony Dragon now moves up second. Back to third is Trav Kels. Racing fourth, Barcelona Legend, the last horse, Strumming My Life Away. Horses are strung out a wee bit as they go to the 3/4 mile mark. That's Gypsy's brother by about 7 lengths over the Ebony Dragon. Moving up third, Barcelona Legend, Trav Kels back to fourth. 3 quarters in 125 4/5 as they race around that upper turn to head for pay dirt. That's Gypsy's brother now by about 10 lengths over the Ebony Dragon. Barcelona Legend racing third, then comes Trav Kels and Strumming My Life Away. As they race toward home, it's Gypsy's brother against the time. Against the clock, and the Ebony Dragon closing in second. It's Gypsy's brother and the Ebony Dragon. It's going to be Gypsy's brother wire to wire, and here they all come. The Ebony Dragon up for place, Barcelona Legend for show.
56-1.
A mile in 156 1/5.
Wow, 56-1.
A new track record.
New track record.
We're one ahead of
Bill
him.
must have heard you.
Yes.
Record was 157 1/5 by Chance I Mike back in 2017.
He just opened up at he let him out, and he went like a house of fire at the 5/8. Manny Miller now our leading driver. That's Manny's 4th driving win. Herman Hagerman gets his 3rd training win.
And now moving down the track into the winner's circle where the winners go comes your new track record holder for the Logan County Fair, number 2, Gypsy's brother, owned and trained by Herman Hagerman of Mount Vernon, Ohio, and driven to victory by Emmanuel Miller. There for Emmanuel Miller and Gypsy's brother, the new track record holder here at the fair here at the Logan County Fair. Here are the official placings for race 3 from the top. Number 1, Barcelona Legend was 3rd. Number 2, Gypsy's brother was a winner. Number 3, number 4, the Dragon was 2nd. Number 5, Strumming My Life Away was 4th. Time of the first quarter was 28 3/5. The half was in 57 1/5. the 3/4 in 125 and 4/5, with a mile in 156 and 1/5. From the top it should read 3:15.24 on the bottom, a mile in 156 and 1/5, new track record for the Logan County Fair.
Impressive mile from Gypsy's Brothers. So we turn the
it
page to race number 4, the first division of the 3-year-old colt trot, going for $6,955. A field of 6-1 change. Clifton Bell will now drive the 2 October Wind. We'll talk about all 6 once we get back after these messages from our great supporters.
Dublin Valley Farms, home of Volstead, sire of multi-million-dollar performers, with his first big crop of talented 2-year-olds making their mark on the track. Also standing, Slay, son of Chapter 7, with his highly anticipated first crop of yearlings selling this fall. And Coach K. Hanover by world record holder Wallner, with his first crop of 2-year-olds hitting the track this summer. Looking for your next superstar? Dublin Valley Farms and our clients proudly offer high-quality yearlings with pedigree, conformation, and performance potential at public auctions this season. Backed by a team that cares, Dublin Valley Farms, Fredericksburg, Ohio. For 100 years, the values at BNSF Insurance have been clear. Do the right thing. These values have been at the forefront of what we do, and that will never change. But as the world changes, so must our business. That's why the time is right to change our name to CoverLink. When tragedy strikes, we protect our clients, we cover. And the connection of our values of doing what is right is the link. Combine the two and you get CoverLink. While our name has changed, nothing else has changed. Great service from great people. CoverLink Insurance. It all begins with a dream. In Ohio's lush pastures, a foal is born with the heart of a champion. Through dedication, care, and generations of world-class breeding, that spark grows into raw power. Today, Ohio's Standardbred industry offers nearly $24 million in purses for Ohio breds, drawing the best and rewarding the brightest. Breed, buy, race, and win in Ohio.
There's a lot of Ohio breds winning around the country nowadays, Doug, and it's great to see.
Big races, big races. Not only in Ohio.
We talked a little bit about last night. We had By the Missile win as a 7-year-old at the Meadowlands on Saturday night in 147.
Ron Burke got his 17,000 training win, and he paid like $108.
Yes. People in Ohio know about him, but people out east might not know about him. The great thing is Swingtown, his stablemate, another Ohio bred, was second.
Yes.
So
yep.
The Ron Burke Exacta, I'm sure it paid quite handsomely if you had By the Missile at a 50-some to 1. There's wagering here. We saw a couple nice prices last night. We saw a $29 winner for Herman Hagerman, and I saw a $16 winner so far tonight. So there is wagering here at the Logan County Fair.
Upcoming dates this weekend, the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association broadcast team. Friday the 17th at 6:30 at Wellston. That's the Jackson County Fair. And Saturday,
I'm going to Jackson.
You're going to
no,
Jackson?
No, that's the old Johnny Cash song,
yeah.
Right?
And the 18th, Saturday, they start at 6. So it's 6:30 Friday, 6 o'clock Saturday at Wellston, the Jackson County Fair. Sunday the 19th and 20th, I will be at Oak Harbor. Both days, a Sunday and a Monday, a 5 o'clock start. That is the Ottawa County Fair in Oak Harbor. So many horsemen get that mixed up. A few years ago, Ronnie Gillespie went to Oak Harbor thinking he was going to Ottawa, Ohio. And this year we had somebody, but he was in one of the later races. I don't know if you recall or if you got that report.
I did not
It
get that
happened
report.
this year.
Okay.
And I don't know who it would have been, but yes.
I always said Ohio's challenged. You
Yes.
know, Upper Arlington's south of Arlington.
Yes.
You know, Upper Sandusky south of Sandusky, so it doesn't make much sense. But Ottawa County is Oak Harbor.
Oak Harbor.
Putnam County is Ottawa.
Ottawa, yes.
It's clear as mud. You mentioned Jackson. Ayers Ratliff says that's one of his favorite fairs to announce is the Jackson County Fair in Wellston.
Yeah, and Ayers will be there behind the mic Friday and Saturday.
I don't know, Stephen, you can see it, but the track waterer is out there, and it sprays at about 20 feet behind it and straight up in the air at times. it's interesting to watch the 2-year-olds go around it, and they're not too sure about this thing.
It's nice that they do go around it.
I went to the races in Clinton, Ontario for their Legends Day. And they literally, after every 3 races, close the track down, and they bring a broadcast spreader like that, and it does the entire track in one lap. So they don't, as soon as the horses are off the track, they shut the gate so no one can go out there and warm up. And they make every 3 races or 4 races. And so we were up there for Legends Day, which is, if you ever have an opportunity, Legends Day at London, it's outside of Clinton, or I just said it, Clinton Raceway. They bring back the old, so we got to watch Mike LaChance drive against John Campbell and Bill O'Donnell, and Ron Waples was there, and then he had Keith Waples was there. He did not participate in the race, but he was there signing autographs. They bring a lot of the
bringing
legends.
These names back: Mike LaChance, John, Bill O'Donnell. You had Bill Houghton, you had Stanley Dancer.
Yep, the Gold Dust Twins is what they called them.
It just, you're there for, and now we got Dexter Dunn, and David Miller's kind of stepping, off the Grand Circuit, come back to Ohio.
Don't say it, but his driving days are shorter than they are longer. So
yes,
don't let him hear us say that. Though.
But yes, I mean it's just a change all the time right now. Like I say, it's Yannick and Dexter. 5 years from now,
we may see some Ohio guys on the national scene. You never know.
We got a great colony here in Ohio.
And I think we got some of the hardest working guys too.
Yes.
I mean, you'll watch Oak Grove, which I didn't realize it was basically Tennessee.
Yeah, pretty close, I think.
I mean, it's not Lexington. It's 3 hours south of Lexington.
Yes.
So, and you'll see Ronnie Wren drive down there. You'll see Sam Widger drive down there. So these guys are putting some miles on their vehicles. And
driving is not an easy job. I mean, it's tough doing it yourself and then getting there where you have to be.
Yeah. Roger said he can announce for another 10 years if he had someone to drive him around.
Yeah.
Need that job, Doug? Move to
Driving?
Cannonsburg and you can just drive Roger around to all the places he goes. I see he's doing the doubleheader tonight at Cortland, and then he does the doubleheader at the Franklin County Fair in Hilliard. He loves those doubleheaders.
That'll be Monday.
Yeah.
Number 2 is October.
Field for the 4th race.
You was mentioning Jay Weller just went past us with Nicker Schnoodle.
There's another one that'll stump some announcer somewhere this year.
But the old style, the colors, like they're really neat. Jay's colors.
They remind you of the old driving jackets with the
driving
belts.
Yes.
Yep. And the soft
cap.
caps.
Cap. Would have that been in the early 50s?
I remember the early 50s, yes, because by the mid 50s I remember them going to the helmet, the shells.
And well, we better get busy here.
That's all right.
3-year-old Colt Trotter, $6,955. The one Buckeye Baron Tyler Rush for Tim Grubb, Howard Bowder, and Chris Page of Delaware, Ohio owned. 3-year-old Brown Gonna Belong Tom out of the Tom Ridge Mare, Franny's Ridge. 3 starts this season, has a win. 6 career wins, $30,000. Took a mark of 158 at Sauda Downs earlier this year.
Number 2 is October Win. Clifton Bell will now get the driving assignment for Alan Anderson, the trainer and owner, Larry Joe Niebert of Richwood, Ohio. This is a Volstead gelding, made 19 career starts, or 18. This will be his 19th career start. Still looking for that first win. Does have 5 third-place finishes, including last time out at Marion, timed in 2:09 and 2 with Jason Beatty in the sulky.
Hank Levan would ride number 3, Oh Hannah B. 3-year-old bay gelding by Enterprise out of the RC Royalty mare, Xana Royal. Owen Ethan Miller of Sugar Creek, Ohio. 8 career starts, 2 seconds and a third, $7,000. 3 starts back, paced in 2 minutes and 3/5, or I should say trotted in 2 minutes and 3/5 at Saratoga.
Number 4 is Hunt Club. John Kineski III owns, trains, and drives this one. Long Tom gelding, 0 for 1 on the season. Has a win last year at Bowling Green. Won that one in 2:10 and 1 as a 2-year-old.
Jay Weller, the 5, Nicker Schnoodle. 3-year-old bay gelding, son of Wat the Hill, out of the Ken Workington mare, Tag Along Kendra. Owned a partnership of Jay and Louise Weller of Republic, Ohio. 6 career starts, 2 seconds and 1/3, $5,367. Last time out, finished second, beaten a length and a quarter at Northfield Park in 2 minutes and a 1/5 to 5. Snicker Schnoodle.
Number 6 from the second tier is What Luck. Ernest Ayers is the trainer and co-owner with Ellen Belmore of Sylvania, Ohio. Mr. Ayers is from Sand Creek, Michigan. This is going to be driven by Pierce Henry. 0 for 4 on the season. Has a second place finish. First start of the season, and non-winners of 1 at Northfield Park back on May 27th. Finished second by a neck in 57 and 3.
Here they come. They're off and trotting. The first horse away is Ohaniba. Racing in on the outside second. Along the rail second is Buckeye Baron. Moving along third, but now going off stride is What Luck. Taking over third now is Dicker Schnoodle. Back to fourth, What Luck. Fifth is Hunt Club. And farther back sixth is October Wind. Head down the backside to race over toward that quarter mile mark. Hank Levan has Owen Evo on top by a length and a half. Trotting second is Buckeye Baron, driven by Tyler Rush. Right there third, Dicker Schnoodle, driven by Jay Weller. Hunt Club, driven by John Kineski, is in there fourth.
30 and 2.
First quarter trotted in 30 and 2/5 seconds. As they race around that upper turn to come down past the stands for the first time, that's Owen Neva on top by 2.5 lengths over Buckeye Baron. Racing along third, that is Dicker Schnoodle. Hunt Club is fourth. What Luck is trotting fifth, and farther back sixth is off stride is October Wind. Coming down to the half-mile mark, that's Hank Levan and Owen Neva bringing the horses down to the half. Trotting in there second is Buckeye Baron. Moving up third now is Hunt Club. Fourth is What Luck, followed by Dicker Schnoodle fifth.
1 minute, 4/5.
First half trotted in 1 minute and 4/5 seconds. As they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over that 3/4 mile mark. They've got to catch Ohaniba. 2 lengths back second is Buckeye Baron. Hunt Club closing in third. Fourth is What Luck. Dicker Schnoodle is fifth, and then comes October Wind. Going toward that 3/4 mile mark. That's still Ohaniba by 2 lengths over Buckeye Baron. Hunt Club still trotting third. What Luck fourth, and Dicker Schnoodle fifth.
31 and 3.
3/4 and 1:31 and 3/5. As they race around that upper turn to head for pay dirt, here comes Buckeye Baron up on the outside to pour on the pressure on Ohaniba. Ohaniba along the rail, Buckeye Baron on the outside. They're only heads apart as they turn for home. We're moving up third is Hunt Club, followed by What Luck fourth. As they race through the lane, that's Buckeye Baron and Ohaniba. Ohaniba at the rail, Buckeye Baron on the outside. It's going to be Buckeye Baron, and here they all come. Ohaniba up for place, Hunt Club for show.
202 and 3.
A mile in 2:02 and 3/5.
2:02 and 3, the 2-hole trip to Buckeye Baron and Tyler Rush. 3-year-old Brown Good, son of a Long Tom, out of the Tom Ridge mare. Franny's Ridge, second win this season, 7th career. Harold Bowder, Delaware, and Chris Page of Delaware, Ohio own. Timothy Grubb trains Tyler Rush in the sulky.
Tyler had the perfect trip, sat behind the pace-setting Ohaniba and let him do all the work until the final turn, tipped out, was able to draw clear by a little bit less than a length, but a comfortable margin nonetheless. Time of the mile, 2:02 and 3. Well rated the first half mile, 30 and 2 panels for the first and second quarters. $101 and 4 for the last half. I don't think Chris will be here in the winner's circle.
I don't think
I'm going to
so.
go out on a limb.
He is at Souda Downs tonight.
think I saw somewhere it might be his wife's birthday today.
I didn't know either yesterday or today. I did see.
I didn't look at the date of when it was posted,
Yeah,
but I saw a birthday wish
yeah,
to her.
I think you're right.
Pretty sure she's not listening to our broadcast either, so we really don't have to say happy birthday. But if she is listening,
Yeah.
happy birthday. Yesterday or today, we're not sure
Chris
when.
could be watching if he was between races at Scioto.
I'm going out on
to
a
this
limb.
race.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, he could probably be watching.
Into the winner's circle where the winners go. Coming in from Delaware, Ohio, comes number 1, Buckeye Baron. All by Water and Prestige, trained by Tim Grubb, and driven to victory this evening by Tyler Rush. A big hand here for Tim Grubb, Tyler Rush, and Buckeye Baron, the winner of race 4. Here are the official placings for race 4 from the top. Number 1, Buckeye Baron was a winner. Number 2, October Wind, finished 6th, was placed 5th. Number 3, OHHA was 2nd. Number 4, Club was 3rd. Number 5, Nickerstoodle was 4th. And number 6, What Luck, finished 5th, was
placed 6th for an extended run in the stretch.
time of the first quarter was 30 2/5. The half was in 1 minute and 4/5. 3 quarters, 1:31 3/5, with a mile in 2:02. It should read 1:52.346, a mile in 2:02
3/5. Again, that placing of
Luck from 5th to 6th was for an extended run through the stretch.
Well, Jay Wolf, it's on to the 5th, 2-year-old Colt Pacers. This division for $5,050. A field of 6 going postward. We'll be back to take a look at the entire field right after this.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
We are back to Logan County Fair in Bellefontaine. On to the 5th race, rolling right along. 4 of them in the first hour. Whoop, we got one acting up over there.
Hop out. There you go.
He got him. I thought he was going to lose him.
Yes. Didn't like the screen coming by and backed
No.
up into the infield. Then stood on his back legs and stood straight up. Mr. Korfman did a nice job of staying in the
Yes,
bike.
he did.
I think he's had no choice. He was hanging on for life there.
That would be a feeling.
Yep. I know we made fun of him a little bit earlier. Chris Page, though, Press Pros Magazine, who's in conjunction with the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association, has been doing a series of articles.
Read that today.
And the article recently was on Chris Page. Last few days ago, it was on David Miller and his return. So I urge everyone to go to Press Pros Magazine. Just Google that, and there is a section on there for harness racing. So I know Frank Froz has worked with the gentleman there, Hal McCoy. He used to be the dean of Cincinnati Reds reporters for the Dayton Daily News, if memory serves me correct.
I forget who it was. It wasn't Hal. Hal did the article on David. Can't think of the guy's name that did it on Chris. It wasn't Hal, I don't believe. It's on the tip of my tongue.
We'll remember.
But, 2 top-notch drivers. They're both from Ohio. County Fair drivers at one time and hit it big time. David Miller with 5 Little Brown Jug wins. Chris Page with 1. I know Chris told me his first Little Brown Jug was, I'm talking too quick, it was with Mike Lachance. Who'd Mike,
Better's Delight,
I don't think.
BJ Scoot, Goalie Jeff, Armbro Operative. Nope, Armbro Operative. He won the elimination, then he picked off the wrong horse, and then Jack Moiseyev got the final.
Okay. But I think that was one of the ones that Lachance won. That was Chris's first jug. When I interviewed him one day there at Delaware leading up to the jug race itself and what it would mean to him to win, you know, the Little Brown Jug. Might have been with goalie Jeff.
And that would have been 88.
Probably be about right.
BJ Scoot was 87. Asked me what I had for dinner last night. I couldn't tell you, but I can remember the.
For track preparation here at the Logan County Fair. The Sunrise Cooperative, Steve Austin's Auto Group, and Egg Revolution of Urbana. Let's have a big hand. Sunrise Cooperative, Steve Austin's Auto Group, and Egg Revolution of Urbana for helping with the track preparation.
So, Jay, could you go back? You said your first jug was Fan Hanover.
1981, yep.
Could you go back 82 all the way through just about pretty much and name them?
It gets pretty monotonous, yes, I can.
You can, yeah.
Yep. Now, honestly, it's harder
late in the later years
yes. Because I'm working. Mm-hmm. You know, you're in the winner's circle. You're writing stories.
Okay.
You're doing something. You don't get to sit back and enjoy it and watch it like you used to. But
yes.
I went to high school in Marion, Ohio, and believe it or not, Marion didn't take off jug day so I had golf practice. So I would ask the coach real politely. He would let me out of golf practice. So I would be down there by 3 o'clock to watch the eliminations in the finals. So
couldn't wait to get there.
No, could not.
Probably my favorite, because I was, knew Gene Ringel fairly well, was
Life
Sign. That was
93.
one heck of a jug.
92 was Fake Left. The year
Fake
before,
Left
beat Western Hanover
by a nose. Yes.
And then also, I don't know if you remember, Western Hanover lost the Breeders' Crown, which was at Northfield Park that year, by a horse from Canada. Roger Mayotte, Kingsbridge upset him up at the Breeders' Crown. So I said, any big race in the state of Ohio, Gene wasn't too excited. Even though it was a home turf, wasn't too excited.
He really had a shot to win 3 of them in a row with Art's place. He had to scratch, and then Western got nosed out, and then Life Sign, probably the least of the 3 they thought had a shot, ended up winning it for him.
Yeah, the year of Western Hanover, he was our honoree. Gene was it was going to be a big week for him. And then everyone says all the time, what's your favorite jug? I mean, obviously Wiggle It Jiggle It was the most exciting.
It was something.
But one of my favorites was Fake Left beating Western Hanover, because you had a horse going for the Triple Crown. You had an accident. Mickey McNichol was supposed to drive Fake Left.
Exactly.
He was dumped during.
Wasn't it one of the new carts? Yes.
It was one of the angled bikes. And
going to the quarter or 3/4. Yes.
Yep. And we'll talk about that next race.
Sugar Creek, Ohio, trained by Mike Sweeney, the driver Curtis Harper. Number 2 is Paradise Breeze, owned by Kathy Todd of Wasion, Ohio, trained by Kim Pluta, the driver Clifton Bell. Number 3 is Hardy L, owned by Levan Stables and Megan Levan of Woodstock, trained and driven by Hank Levan. Number 4 is Catching L, owned by Levan Stables and Megan Levan of Woodstock and Darmafall Racing Enterprises of Sylvania, Ohio, trained by Hank Levan, the driver Louis Levan. Number 5 is J.K. Dream, owned by Chad Webb of Oil Springs, Kentucky, and Mike Hollenbach of Chesterfield, Indiana, trained and driven by Mike Hollenbach. Number 6 is Cinnamon Wilson, owned by Matt Rowe of Urbana, Ohio, trained and driven by Josh Rowe.
That is your field for the 5th race, the 2nd division of the 2-year-old Colt Pace. Doug, get us started.
Number 1, Teeter Crush, Curtis Harper, Mike Sweeney, 2-year-old Bay Goat son of Western Vintage. Out of the Art Major Mare, Candy Floss. Patrick Sweeney, Thomas Eastman, and Marion Beachy owned 2 starts, has 2/3 the 1, Teeter Crush.
Number 2 is Paradise Breeze. Clifton Bell will now pick up the drive for the Kim Pluta trainee, owned by Kathy Todd of Wasion, Ohio. This is a 2-year-old gelded son of Fear the Dragon, making his 3rd career start, was 2nd last time out in Marion. Made a break at the start, rebounded, finished 2nd by 6 1/4 lengths, timed in 2:08 and 4.
Hank Levan, the 3, Hardy L. Hank, who had 3 winners last night, is yet to find a winner's circle yet this evening here at the Logan County Fair. This is a 2-year-old brown gelding, but lather up out of the Mr. Apple mare. Thunder Par, Levan Stables, Woodstock. Megan Levan of Woodstock owns 3 starts, has a win and a second. 2:07 a winning time at Marion.
Number 4 is Catching L. Louis Levan will drive for his son Hank Levan, the Levan Stables, Darnafol Racing, and Megan Levan, all of Ohio. This is a Catch the Fire gelding, purchased for $15,000 at the Buckeye Classic sale, making his 4th career start. Has a 3rd place finish, was placed 3rd back on June 9th at Paulding, timed in 2:07.
Number 5, J.K. Dream. Mike Hollenbeck trains and drives for Chad Webb. Oil Springs, Kentucky. Mike Hollenbeck at Chesterfield, Indiana owns. 2-year-old bay got a son, a bit of a legend out of the Art Major mare. J.K. Song in the Blue. $3,000 Buckeye Classic purchase. 2 starts this year. Has 1 second place finish. Last time out at Ottawa, 2:03 finished second, beaten 4 lengths.
Starting from the second tier is the 6, Cinnamon Wilson. Joshua Rowe will drive and train this one for Matt Rowe of Urbana, Ohio. This is a Catch the Fire gelding out of the Iron Ridge mare Ridge Jumper, making his 1st career start for a purse. Has 3 qualifiers, 2 fourths and a 5th, all at Scioto Downs.
You had a story you was going to tell us? Something at Delaware?
Oh, well, we talked a little bit about, I mean, Mickey McNichol was supposed to drive fake left and was dumped in the 3rd turn.
And this
the
would
bike
have been
became
what year, like 92?
92,
okay.
Yep. So Mickey McNichol, the trainer was George Schulte, or not George Schulte, yeah, George Schulte. And so he had to find somebody to drive, so he looked over and Ron Waples was standing there and says, Ron, you're driving this one. So Mickey McNichol was at Grady Memorial Hospital getting checked out, and Ron Waples went out and won the first elimination by a nose, finished second in the second heat by a head or a neck, and then came back and won the final by a nose, or the race off by a nose. So,
and was that a 4-horse race off, if I recall?
Yep.
And Gene had 2 of them in there.
Yes. Yep. Island
Jeff Fountain
Glow,
was one of them.
Glow Softly or Glow something. Island Glow.
Didn't
something
Jeff
like
Fountain
that.
drive it?
Yep. But, I mean, if you think about the drama, I mean, here you got a veteran who's just there to drive one horse, gets pulled off, says, hey, you're going to drive this one, and the rest they say is history. You always wonder, Mickey McNichol, if he looks back on it, he won the Hamiltonian. There's not many people that have won the Jug and the Hamiltonian. He would have been in a rarefied air there, so you always wonder, all because someone didn't check the quick hitch, and it came loose, and the bike literally came off on one side, and he dumped them straight back. Reminiscing 1992, field of 5. Coming down the stretch, 2-year-old Colt Pace, 2nd division, purse $5,050. We'll send it over to Mr. Bill Peters.
Here they come. Here, off and pacing the first horse away at the rail is Teeter Christ. On the outside, 2nd is Paradise Breeze. 3 wide is Hardy L 3rd. Racing at the rail 4th is Cinnamon Wilson. Rubbing in their 5th is Catching L. And the last horse is J.K. Dream. As they head down the backside toward that quarter-mile mark, Curtis Harper has Teeter Christ on top left. Dropping in their 2nd is Paradise Breeze, driven by Clifton Bell. 3rd is Hardy L, driven by Hank Levan. Racing 4th is Cinnamon Wilson, driven by Josh Rowe. 5th is Catching L, driven by Louis Levan. The last horse, J.K. Dream, driven by Mike Hollenbeck. What was it?
30 and 3.
First quarter paced in 30 and 3/5 seconds. As they race around that upper turn, they come down past the stand for the first time. That's still Teeter Christ by a length and a half. Racing 2nd is Paradise Breeze. Closing in 3rd is Hardy L. Moving in there 4th as they come down to the half, that's Catching L. Coming to the half-mile mark with the lead is Teeter Christ. Moving up on the outside 2nd now is Hardy L. At the rail 3rd, Paradise Breeze. On the outside 4th, Cinnamon Wilson. At the rail 5th is Catching L. First half paced in 1:03 and 2/5. As they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over that 3/4 mile mark. The one to catch is Teeter Christ. The horse pouring on the place from the outside 2nd is Hardy L. At the rail 3rd, Paradise Breeze. 4th is Catching L. On the outside 5th is Cinnamon Wilson, and the last horse is J.K. Dream. Going toward that 3/4 mile mark. That's Hardy L on the outside with the lead, but coming back along the rail is Teeter Christ. Right there 3rd, Paradise Breeze. 3/4 in 1:33 and 2/5. As they race around that upper turn to head for pay dirt. That's Teeter Christ along the rail with Hardy L on the outside and Paradise Breeze right there third. Front three well months as they race toward home. Teeter Christ at the rail. Hardy L on the outside and 3 wide now comes Paradise Breeze. As they race toward home. That's Hardy L and Paradise Breeze. Paradise Breeze and Hardy L. It's going to be Paradise Breeze, and here the outcome. Hardy L up for place, Teeter Christ for show. 1 mile and 2:03 and 2 fifths.
Back half in a minute, final quarter, 30 seconds. Paradise Breeze, Clifton Bell for Clem Pluta. Kathy Todd, Wasion, Ohio, the 2-year-old bay gelding, but Fear the Dragon.
This isn't a very long stretch, but so you don't see many people closing from third around the final turn, but Clifton Bell had him timed perfectly.
Yes, he did.
For those just joining us, Clifton Bell, I think, came here with 2 drives and picked up 9, so I think he's in every race. So
had a winner last night, get to win tonight.
First-time winner for the Fear the Dragon gelding, $9,000 at the Blooded Horse sale last August.
Circle where the winners go. Coming in from Wasion, Ohio, comes number 2, Paradise Breeze. Owned by Kathy Todd, trained by Kim Pluta, and driven by Clifton Bell. That's really here for Kathy Todd, Clifton Bell, and Paradise Breeze, the winner of race 5. Here are the official placings for race 5 from the top. Number 1, Teeter Christ was third. Number 2, Paradise Breeze was a winner. Number 3, Hardy L was second. Number 4, Catching L was fifth. Number 5, JK Dream was sixth. And number 6, Cinnamon Wilson was fourth. Time in the first quarter was 30 3/5. The half was in 103 2/5. The 3 quarters in 133 2/5. With a mile in 203 2/5. From the top it should read 3, 1, 2, 5, 6, 4. A mile and 203 2/5. First lifetime win. Paradise Breeze.
Look now, Doug, that paid $31.60 to win.
$31.60.
I don't think you're going to get $31.60 next time. Turn the page, race number 6, the second division of the 2-year-old colt trot, $7,305 on the line. 6 of them will go after it. No program changes at this time. So we'll give it to Steven, who will send us to a commercial break.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out, Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Sign up for text messaging and receive $10 off your order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
The Ohio equine industry needs your help. I'm Scott Mogan, president of the Ohio Harness Horsemen Association. With over 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. That means jobs that pump millions of dollars into the local economy and support thousands of families. For Ohio's equine industry to remain strong, we need to send a clear message to our legislators about the important role that the agricultural small businesses play in Ohio's economy. To do that, we need your help. PACER, the Political Action Committee for Equine Racing, helps support and inform on issues that could positively affect Ohio harness racing. Please consider a donation to PACER. To donate, visit our website at OHHA.com or call 614-221-3650. Your donation will help keep harness racing strong in Ohio. Thank you for your support.
Hey kids, we invite you to join the Backstretch Buddies Club, a fun and free club for kids 12 and under who love horses and wants to be a part of harness racing in Ohio. Once you've signed up, you will be able to join Willie Winnett and exciting adventures and receive awesome surprises. Sign up today using the QR code.
Welcome back. Logan County Fair here in beautiful Bellefontaine, Ohio, home of the first Concrete Street 1890. Right downtown. You saw it.
Yes, I did. Didn't drive on it, but
no, you can though.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah, it's one way.
It looked to me like it was one way. Yes. Yeah. So you do come in that way off of?
Yep.
You can.
Yep. Go up to 68 to 33 and 33 east. You go 33 west and
yes,
got home about the same time.
You probably won't get this 33 toward Indian Lake too often.
I usually go that way to Wapaw.
Yeah, to Wapaw. I was going to warn you.
Yep.
They're putting, I think, a roundabout in there at 274, right when you get off of the 4-lane out here.
Okay.
The double lane when it goes, you angle to the right to go to Lima. When you go straight there, right before you get up to 274, that's kind of a.
Is it? So it's not closed.
It's not closed.
It might as well be. It's hard to navigate.
Yeah, you want to be very careful. But they are putting a roundabout in there.
So Doug, the USTA came out with a new program earlier this year. Are you a fan of the new program? I heard some people complaining about it's hard to read. I think it's the same font size. I just think it's spread out more. They make the head numbers smaller.
Okay.
But the rest of it.
Yes.
Normally the 1 and 2 would take up to where the date and year and the race number was, so everything was compact.
The programs that you pick up, like free programs that say Scioto puts out, Northfield puts out, I don't care to look at those as a better myself. There's too many lines.
Trackmasters.
Trackmaster, yes, you're right, correct. Trackmaster is what you get online. I like a program like this. It just gives you 6 lines. I think we get on if you was looking at a regular. We're a horse that had a full cart. Yeah, right. Trying to look back, see what it might be. Yes, 6 lines. It might be 8 lines. Just that extra couple, and the little things. I guess I'm just setting my way. What I like, what I see the most. I guess.
Well, I was working ahead. I put together the program for Delaware, so I'm trying to get as much done as I can in October, November, December, January when there's nothing going on. So, called my friends at the USTA, and we always put last year's winner as the how to read.
Okay.
So I said, can you make me a how to read for,
yes, And who was last year's winner? I couldn't tell you.
Oh, geez, you worked it. Asked me too quickly.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Oh, geez. Don't fire me. So.
Who won the jug in 1980?
Oh, Niatros. See, I can write. It's the local, or it's the early ones it's the nearest ones. Oh, Luprint. How easy.
Yes.
Luprint and Ronnie Wren. Don't yell at me, people. I'm sorry.
Yes.
But Luprint is our how to read. So then back in February or March, she sends me a new one. I'm like, what's this? And she goes, well, we changed our format.
Okay.
And then I forgot. So we actually have that all updated, ready to go.
One of my favorite jugs, this is probably before your time, was when Hervé Filion won with Hot Hitter. Would you been there?
1977, nope.
Come back standing in the
Stalky,
saluting the crowd.
Yep, he did that once before, I think. He did that.
Didn't he upset Albatross? Yes, Albatross, I believe.
No, that was with Nansemond.
That
was 71.
Yes, yeah, you're right.
But I think 77 was Hot Hitter.
Okay. I can remember Laverne Hanover, rum customer, Billy Houghton, and Stanley Dancer. Stanley Dancer, I believe, had Albatross.
I shouldn't probably say this out loud, but I use the jug winners as my passwords for my work passwords. Because you need symbols, so you use the and sign, you can use the exclamation point for I's, you can use the $ for S's. So I use a combination of the name and the year, and so I figured I got 80 of them. The chances of you finding my work computer and you getting 80 shots at it are pretty slim, but it's an easy way for me to remember. Set it up to Bill Peters with the post parade.
Stable, Radnor, Ohio. Dave Wells, Granville, Ohio. Our Code of Newark, Ohio, and VIP Internet Stables of New Jersey, trained by Chris Beaver, the driver Clifton Bell. Number 4 is CR Mission, owned by David Venata of Mount Vernon, Ohio, trained by Herman Hagerman, the driver Emmanuel Miller. Number 5 is Stretch Limousine, owned, trained and driven by Corey High of Cardington. Number 6 is Otis L., owned by Levan Stables and Megan Levan of Woodstock, Ohio, Richard Fries of Northfield, Ohio, and Brake Farms of Richwood, Ohio, trained and driven by Hank Levan.
Well, on to the 6th race, 2-year-old Colt Trotters. 5 on gate with a traitor. Pierce Henry the 1, Combat Buddy. Pierce looking for his 2nd driving win tonight. He had a winner last night. Pierce also trains this one for Jeffrey Batt at Defiance. 2-year-old Bay Gelding by Creatine out of the Bar Hoppy Mare, Istara.
Number 2 is Dublin's Elliott. John Payne owns, trains, and drives this Volstead gelding. Jeff Nisarner was the trainer the first 2 starts, so I'm not sure if this was a private purchase or just a trainer change, but has a 3rd place finish and a 2nd place finish. The 2nd came at Paulding, timed in 2:09 and 2 with Jeff in the bike that evening.
Number 3, Roach Run at Chaos. Chris Beaver trains, 2-year-old Bay Gelding by Triumphant Caviar. First career start for money. Had a qualifier at Delaware, trotted in 2:05, then to Souder Downs 5 and 3, and back at Souder Downs on the 29th of June, trotting in 2:03 and 1.
Number 4 is CR Mission. Emmanuel Miller drives this one for Herman Hagerman, who trains for David Wayne Veneta from Mount Vernon, Ohio. This is a mission accepted colt, making his 3rd career start. It was a winner last time out in Marion, timed in 2:11 with Carson Conrad in the bike.
5 Stretch Limousine. Corey High owns, trains, and drives. The 2-year-old Bay Gelding, son of a Long Tom out of the Cantab Hall mare. Do It All, a $6,000 Buckeye Classic purchase. Bred by Stephen Miller of Ohio. First career start for the 5 Stretch Limousine.
Number 6, Otis L. has the most valuable neck, because this one finished first by a neck in the last 2 starts for Hank Levan and trainer Hank Levan, Levan Stables, and Richard Fries, Don Brake Farms, and Megan Levan. As I mentioned, has 2 wins in 3 starts. The fastest of those wins was 2:07 and 1 by a neck at Circleville. Every time I see CR, I think of Carl Allen.
Carl Allen, CR.
CRK Susie,
CRK Susie.
CR Commando, CR.
Talking about trotters, can you remember when John Campbell went the time trial with at Delaware? Who was that? I know. I want to say it, boy. Peace. Was it Peace Corps?
Nope. Oh, Peace Corps won in 54. But Dave Pallone had a pacer that was the prompter and couldn't keep up. Okay. We'll remember in a minute.
Yeah.
Cash Hall. Cash.
Here they come.
There, off and trotting the first horse away on the outside is CR Mission. Dropping in their 2nd rail is Rose Run Chaos. Moving up 3rd is Combat Buddy. Racing 4th is Otis L. Dublin's Elliott is 5th, and the last horse is Stretch Limousine. As they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over to that quarter-mile mark, Emmanuel Miller has CR Mission on top by 2 lengths. Running 2nd is Rose Run Chaos, driven by Clifton Bell. 3rd is Combat Buddy, driven by Pierce Henry. Racing in their 4th is Otis L, driven by Hank Levan. 5th is Dublin's Elliott, driven by John Payne. The last horse, Stretch Limousine, driven by Corey High.
1 and 3.
First quarter trotted in 31 and 3/5 seconds. As they race around that upper turn to come down past the stands for the first time. That's CR Mission by a length and a half over Rose Run Chaos. Right there, 3rd is Combat Buddy. Racing in their 4th is Otis L. Moving up 5th is Dublin's Elliott. A little farther back, 6th is Stretch Limousine. No change as they race down to the half-mile mark. That's Emmanuel Miller and CR Mission bringing the horses down to the half. Sitting in the gold chair, 2nd is Clifton Bell with Rose Run Chaos. On the outside, 3rd now is Otis L with Combat Buddy at the rail 4th. First half trotted in 1:04. As they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over that 3/4 mile mark. They've got to catch CR Mission. Along the rail 2nd is Rose Run Chaos. Otis L on the outside 3rd. Combat Buddy is 4th as Dublin's L goes straight 5th. The last horse, Stretch Limousine. Front 4 still well bunched as they go to the 3/4 mile mark. That's CR Mission with the lead. Otis L on the outside 2nd. Rose Run Chaos at the rail 3rd. And Combat Buddy right there 4th.
35 and 2.
First 3 quarters trotted in 1:35 and 2/5. As they race around that upper turn to head for pay dirt, that's still CR Mission with a lead. Odisel trying to come on the outside second, and looking for racing room with the rail third is Rose Run Chaos. Combat Buddy ranging up a closer fourth as they race toward home. That's CR Mission, Odisel, and on the outside now comes Rose Run Chaos. Past the stands, it's going to be CR Mission, and here's the outcome. Rose Run Chaos up for place, Odisel for show.
5 and 2.
A mile and 2:05 and 2/5.
2:05 and 2, CR Mishus, Manny Miller, second winner of the night, 5th of the week. Here at the Logan County Fair, Herman Hagerman trains. The 2-year-old Bay Colt by Mission Accepted out of the Triumphant Caviar mare. Driving Miss Sadie, 2 wins and 3 starts this year. Lifetime mark, 2:05 2/5. Owned by David Wayne Vanetta, Mount Vernon, Ohio.
Herman's making a profitable 2 days here
Yes,
at Bellefontaine.
he is.
4th win for trainer Herman Hagerman. I think this is the first one he hasn't had a piece of, though. Probably be $10 or more. Mission Accepted. Doesn't have a very big crops, but was bred limitedly.
Yes.
Kind of fairly small crops, but
Doing very well.
this one was a homebred. Mission Accepted, owned by Knox Services, in part by Knox Services up in Mount Vernon. So David supported the local group there in Mount Vernon.
And now moving down the track into the winner's circle where the winners go. Coming in from Redner, Granville, coming in from Mount Vernon, Ohio, comes number 4, CR Mission. Oh, David Van, trained by Herman Hagerman, and victory by Emmanuel Miller. That's a big hit there for David Van, Emmanuel Miller, and CR Mission. There are the official placings for race 6 from the top. Number 1, Combat Buddy was 4th. Number 2, Dublin's Elliott was 5th. Number 3, Rose Run Chaos was 2nd. Number 4, CR Mission was a winner. Number 5, Stretch Limousine was 6th. And number 6, Otis was 3rd. Time of the first quarter was 31 and 3/5. The half was in 1:04 and 4/5. The 3 quarters in 1:35 and 2/5, with a mile in 2:05 and 2/5. From the top, it should read 4:52 1:63, a mile in 2:05 and 2/5.
On to the 7th race, another division of the 3-year-old Colt Pacers. A field of 6 will go postward. We'll come back right after these important messages to look at these 3-year-old Pacers.
Hickory Lane Farm is proud to have bred or produced 3 Dan Patch champions over the last 3 years. Located in Findlay, Ohio, Hickory Lane Farm bred and sold world champion It's Academic. We also co-bred and sold sophomore Breeders' Crown winner Yo Tilly. Our stallion, In Range, set new sales records at the 2025 jug sale and is the sire of Set Your Sights High, who was last season's Dan Patch 2-year-old trotting filly. Find your next champion at the Hickory Lane Farm. Consignment.
The Ohio Harness Racing Passport is back. Sponsored by Webkenberg Starting Gates, the Passport takes you across Ohio's County Fair circuit and now includes marquee events like Ohio Super Night. It's free and open to fans of all ages. Get your passport from the OHHA broadcast team and collect your stamps. Earn prizes all season long with more ways to win. Compete for the grand prize. Experience Ohio through harness racing.
We are back here at Bellefontaine, Logan County Fair, Ohio Fair Racing Conference action.
Well, Doug, it
On
may
to
have
the
worked.
7th.
It may have worked.
What's that?
We're getting reports Wilmington's feed is down. Did you
Wilmington's
sabotage
feed?
him?
No, I didn't. No.
Did you sabotage him so we'd get
So
more
we
viewers?
get more viewers? No.
I'm sure Roger's about done at Cortland. They didn't have that many. He started an hour and a half before us.
Well,
but,
Roger's kind of slow at getting them out, isn't he?
Well, yeah. And he I tell you what, Roger is very forgiving of bad post parades too.
Yes.
He doesn't get mad at all or anything. So, no, we're getting reports Wilmington's down. So if you're watching us from Wilmington,
Okay.
our audio may not be the best, but the commentating is great. Well, it's above average. We might be the best ones on the air right now.
We could be.
Yeah.
We could be.
Thank you for those joining us. We are at race number 7 of 11 tonight. Tonight we feature the Signature Series Trot as our getaway trot.
I'm looking to see who that is in honor of. Bob Mayer, Trot. Bob Mayer was speed superintendent here. I used to call the races here before COVID, and the last day, then that year they moved him to Urbana. I remember on an afternoon program, and then Bill came back and got him in the Ohio Fair Conference. So Bill clerks here and announces, but Bob Mayer at that time was head of the races, a very nice gentleman. I think a couple years ago, the trot was named in honor of Ken Harvey. Ken Harvey would be the father-in-law to Brian Brown.
See?
The father of, grandfather of Amy Holler.
Wait a minute here.
Yes.
You said father-in-law of Brian? So it would be...
No, wait.
Maybe grandfather-in-law.
Grandfather-in-law, yes.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Yes, you're right. You're right. Yeah, it would be, yes.
We don't need to get yelled at by Amy.
Yes, right. Amy wouldn't do that, would she?
No, not much.
That's how it goes.
Amy was telling us, he was texting us some stories about Northfield Park the other day, and I said, Amy, this is just one more chapter in your book that you're going to publish when you're all said and done. And she goes, and she just started laughing.
Now ready for your horses for race 7. Race 7.
I told Brad Conrad he should write a book about all the things he's seen at the fairs.
You see it all.
What would the Doug Ballinger book be entitled?
Oh, boy.
Now, a friend of yours, Tom Durkin, has a book out.
Yes, I've met Tom a couple times.
I remember at Scioto Downs. You,
yes.
Barry, Roger, and Tom Durkin
had a picture together.
Yeah,
yes.
There's a few years in that picture of announcing.
2 peons, Barry and I, with a couple Hall of Famers.
Well, I think some people would say the other way around. I remember going to Saratoga to the thoroughbred races, and there was a race. It was on the turf. There were 6 horses that hit the line together. Literally, the 6th place horse was considered a half a length, and all 6 of them hit the wire together. And Tom Durkin says, he goes, "Now that was a horse race."
Yes.
And then a few hours later, I drove over to the harness track, which is across town. It's literally as the crow flies a mile. So I watched the New York Sire Stakes action, and it poured down rain. And I stood on the rail, and a few minutes later, I looked over, and 5 feet from me was Tom Durkin standing in the rain with me. And he had a horse in that race. I think finished 2nd or 3rd. He didn't win, but I said hello to him, and he thanked me for standing in the rain. And I don't know why I was standing in the rain. It wasn't raining that hard at the time.
You didn't know enough to get out, I guess.
I guess I wasn't smart enough.
But Tom did. I just noticed something lately. Tom does have a book out. It was a catchy name. What his book is called. Something about every call, or I can't recall what it was.
I didn't realize he was the very first Breeders' Cup announcer.
Yes,
for the thoroughbreds.
Well, he announced.
And that was at Churchill Downs.
Didn't he announce some? Maybe the harness.
He did. I don't know if he did the Breeders' Crown, but I know he announced some Hambletonians at the Meadowlands.
Yes, I forget who he told me he did. You probably know offhand.
I think he did the Dead Heat with
Park
Avenue Joe and
yes, he did. He did.
Probe. More reminiscing with Doug and Jay. We'll come back after this post parade.
Robbie Brooks, the driver, Clifton Bell. Number 2 is Fired Up Henrielle. Owned by Levan Stables Incorporated and Megan Levan of Woodstock, trained and driven by Hank Levan. Number 3 is Denson Dude. Owned by Yorkshire Pacers Stud Farm, Sunbury, Ohio, and Ron Stack of Marengo, Ohio, trained by Ron Stack, the driver, Ranger Stack. Number 4 is Big Chance. Owned by Charles Little of Sunbury, Ohio, trained by Robbie Brooks, the driver, Emmanuel Miller. Number 5 is Mr. American Apple. Owned by Matt Rowe of Urbana, trained and driven by Josh Rowe. At number 6 is Carmen's Oh So Famous. Owned by Dennis Paver of Raymond and Joe Paver of Marysville, trained by Joe Paver, the driver, Pierce Henry.
Three-year-old Colt Pacers for $4,838. Number 1 Beach Party at 8. Clifton Bell for Robert Brooks. IB Holdings, an $80,000 purchase. 3-year-old Bay Golden Son down by the seaside out of the Better's Delight mare, not before 8. 8 career starts, is yet to find the winner's circle, has a second and a third, $4,015 in the bank.
Number 2 is Fired Up Henrielle. Hank Levan trains and drives this one for Levan Stables and Megan Levan. Has 3 wins in 8 seasonal starts. Was a winner 2 back at Circleville by 18 3/4 lengths and 57 3, and then came back and won was finished second in the Buckeye Stallion Series at Scioto Downs 6 days later, timed in 52 3.
Ranger Stack the 3, Dancing Dude for his father Ron. The 3-year-old Roan Gelding by Dancing Yankee out of the Mantacular mare, Spectacular. Yorkshire Pacing Stud Farm of Sunbury, Ohio, along with Ron Stack in partnership, owns 7 career starts, 2/3, right at $4,000 for the 3, Dancing Dude at Ranger Stack.
Number 4 is Big Chance. Manny Miller will now drive for Robert Brooks, the trainer and breeder and owner, Charles Little. If it's a Charles Little horse, it's more than likely a Big Bam Ray, and this is a 3-year-old gelding out of the Polo Player Mayo Polo Gen. This is 0 for 2, made no starts as a 2-year-old, 2 starts this year, both 6th place finishes at Paulding in Marion.
Number 5, Mr. American Apple is a homebred, Matt Rowe of Urbana. Joshua Rowe trains and drives the 5, Mr. American Apple, looking for a second win on the season.
Starting from the second tier is the 6, Carmen's Oh So Famous. Joe Paver trains, Pierce Henry drives. Dennis Paver is the owner with the trainer, Joe Paver. This one has 1 of 12 this season. The winner was 2 back at Marion by a scant nose in 2:03-1 with Pierce Henry in the bike that afternoon. Carmen's Oh So Famous, that Oh So Wiggle Special, the dam of that one was a nice little fair horse for the Pavers for a number of years.
Yes, one reeled off 10 or 11 in a row, maybe, I believe, at the fairs a few years ago. Send it over to Bill Peters. Give us a call the 7th.
Pacing the first horse away is Fired Up Henrielle. At the rail second is Beach Party at 8. Up on the outside third is Mr. American Apple. Dropping in there 4th is Carmen's Oh So Famous. Racing 5th is Dancing Dude. And the last horse is Big Chance. As they make the turn now to head down the backside, the race over toward that quarter-mile mark, Hank Levan has Fired Up Henrielle on top by 1 length. Pacing in there second is Beach Party at 8, driven by Clifton Bell. Racing third, that is Mr. American Apple, driven by Josh Rowe, and right there 4th, Carmen's Oh So Famous, driven by Pierce Henry.
30 and 1.
This quarter paced in 30 and 1/5 seconds. As they race around that upper turn to come down past the stands for the first time, that's Fired Up Henrielle by a length and a half over Beach Party at 8. Racing in their third, that's Mr. American Apple. Carmen's Oh So Famous racing 4th. 5th is Dancing Dude, and the last horse is Big Chance. Horses are on straight alignment as they come down to the half-mile mark. At the rail with the lead is Fired Up Henrielle. At the rail second, Beach Party at 8. Up on the outside third is Mr. American Apple, and also on the move on the outside is Carmen's Oh So Famous. First half paced in 1:01 and 1/5. As they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over the 3/4 mile mark. The one to catch is Fired Up Henrielle, and flying on the outside second is Mr. American Apple. At the rail third is Beach Party at 8. On the outside 4th, Carmen's Oh So Famous. Moving up 5th on the outside is Big Chance. The last horse along the rail is Dancing Dude. All 6 pacers well munched as they go to the 3/4 mile mark. Fired Up Henrielle and opening up 2 lengths, but Carmen's Oh So Famous is flying on the outside second. 3 quarters in 130 and 1/5. That's fired up. Henry Al will lead, but Carmen's Oh So Famous is gaining with every stride. As they turn for home, that's fired up. Henry Al will lead. Carmen's Oh So Famous on the outside second. Mr. American Apple trying to hold on for show. As they race for home, it's fired up. Henry Al and Carmen's Oh So Famous. It's going to be fired up. Henry Al, and here the outcome. Carmen's Oh So Famous up for place. Mr. American Apple for show. 1 mile and 1:58 and 1/5.
57-second last half.
I knew they were stepping it out. I didn't think they was going that fast. 58 and 1, 30 and a fifth, 101 and 1, 130 and 1/5, home and 158 and 1. Fired up Henry Al. Hank Levan did all the work, gate to wire. 3-year-old Bay Gilding, but catch the fire.
He had to work at it, though, because Clifton Bell with Party at 8, we said off the air, we didn't think Party at 8 would be any good because it's only 7:30. So, but strung him out at least till the first eighth, and when they straightened around to go down to the quarter mile, that's when Hank Levan was able to clear. 4th training win for Hank. Ties Herman Hagerman for the lead. Louis Levan and Dave Justice in the winner's circle. Dave got a haircut.
Yes, he did.
And now moving down the track into the winner's circle where the winners go. Coming in from Woodstock, Ohio, comes number 2, Fired Up Henry Al. Off of Levan Stables Incorporated and Megan Levan, trained into the victory by Hank Levan. Let's have a big hand here for Louis and Hank Levan.
And David Justice and Fired Up Henry Al, the winner of race 7. Here are the official placings for race 7 from the top. Number 1, Beach Party at 8 was 6th. Number 2, Fired Up Henry Al was a winner. Number 3, Dancing Dude was 4th. Number 4, Big Chance was 5th. Number 5, Mr. American Apple was 3rd. And number 6, Carmen's Oh So Famous was 2nd. Time of the first quarter was 30 and 1/5. The half was in 101 and 1/5. The 3 quarters in 130 and 1/5, with a mile in 158 and 1/5. From the top, it should read 6:14.532, a mile and 158 and 1/5.
In the upcoming race 8, number 2, the Taxman. The driver will be Tyler Rice. Tyler Rice will drive number 2, the Taxman. Number 3, Mo. The driver will be Pierce Henry. Pierce Henry will drive number 3, Mo. Number 4, Trotton Marseille. The driver will be Clifton Bell. Clifton Bell will drive number 4, Trotton Marseille. Number 5, Baby Bees. The driver will be Curtis Harper. Curtis Harper will drive number 5, Baby Bees.
4 drivers changes in race number 8, and we'll talk about all 8 of those when we come back after these messages from our supporters.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
The roots of harness racing are born at the county fair. For over 150 years, people have gathered to watch horses battle it out for fame and glory. Catch the thrills this summer at an Ohio Fair Racing Conference County Fair. The OFRC races at 22 fairs in 20 Ohio counties. Trotters and pacers put it all on the line to be called the best in the Buckeye State. The Ohio Fair Racing Conference, where the path to greatness begins. In Ohio, we know a thing or two about greatness. It's in our blood. It's in our horses. Ohio Standardbreds are built to win, racing for nearly $23 million in Ohio Stakes races. See Ohio's top yearlings at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale Friday, September the 12th at the Pickaway County Event Center. Show day is Thursday. Experience the thrill and invest in the future with the Buckeye Owner Bonus. Eligible Ohio sired yearlings get a bonus after their 2- and 3-year-old racing season. Learn more at OhioHarnessHorseBreeders.com.
Well, we're back at Bellefontaine. Stephen Taylor.
Mike couldn't make it tonight, so they sent Steven.
Mike couldn't make it, so they sent Steven. Jay Clark. Oh, Jay Wolf. Jay Wolf. And Doug
Houston.
Doug Houston. All got nicknames tonight. How about our friends at Wilmington?
They're back up.
They're back up.
Jimmy Byers says they're back up. Jimmy's
right
also
on top
said
of
that the Cash Haul was in 2006, the time trial.
Okay.
Here's a trivia for you. Who was the last time trial before Cash Haul at Delaware?
Is it who I think it is? You better get on your feet.
Nope. That was a $4,000 invitational. It was Genghis.
Oh, that was an invite.
Genghis Khan. In the early 1980s, Genghis Khan time trial
really
at Delaware.
Remember that. You're right. Falcon Sealster was not a time trial.
Yep.
Not a time
I believe
trial.
Joe Adamski was in that race and finished second. Most people don't remember.
With Dutch Treat. That was one of Joe's good horses,
Yep.
Dutch Treat. Do you remember much about Joe Adamski?
Joe was a member of the Ohio Harness Racing Hall of Fame. He was inducted a few years ago, about 7 or 8 years ago, as an immortal. Wasn't his nickname Smokin' Joe Adamski?
Yes, I believe it was.
And then some people called him the Preacher.
Wouldn't he smoke a cigar once in a while? Was that I think.
I just remember the.
But he had a good horse called Dutch Treat.
Yep.
Very friendly guy.
Mm-hmm. He had all of the. I think he had Obie's Falconetti.
Yes. Where did he train out of?
I thought it was up in Northfield area.
Okay. Yes, you're right. You're right.
Because he also had the horses for. It's gonna bug me now. He had them, and then it went to Eric. Starts with an H.
Can't think.
He had all the horses for.
Okay, talking about trivia here. Hub Rail at Delaware, they went to the Thoroughbred, what I call the running horse Hub Rail. What year would have that been?
That was shortly after the accident. I mean, after Nitros. So the very first year was 81.
Okay, was that?
So they had the year of the accident. They had the rail in which you were supposedly able to roll underneath if a horse was coming at you. And then that lasted until Precious Bunny, and then we went to the pylons the year Precious Bunny won.
See, they had I call the Thoroughbred Hub Rail here for not too long ago.
A lot of them were made out of PVC pipe,
Yes,
and you would
PVC.
stand there and you would see them. They would go up and down and in and out. And
actually, there's only one track that has the Hub Rail at Fair, and that is Lancaster.
What do they have in the infield? Is that part of the reason?
You know, I really don't know why they park cars in the infield.
Maybe that's part of the reason.
Could be, yeah, it could be. I mean, here we park in the infield. A lot of, but yeah, that is the only Hub Rail that I know of.
Mount Vernon used to have an amusement park in the. That was
Really?
a part of an amusement park at one
Now
time.
you still get to Mount Vernon?
I do not.
Okay.
That's a fair which they used to race 3 days or 4 cars in 3 days or something like that, but I think now they just go 2 days. And
I went there in 1970.
Well, then I probably listened to you.
For Phil Mauger. I filled in for Phil Mauger, and I got a speeding ticket coming right through here at Bellefontaine when I was 16 years old. Any money I made that night announcing races went to the Logan County Sheriff's
Department. Osborne, Jerome Osborne
from up at Northfield.
Yes.
You're right, Jerome Osborne.
Thank you. Eric Hamlet. was the trainer.
Lot of the
See,
Osborne
it just
horses,
takes me a
yes.
minute. You know.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Just don't
It
put a
all
gun to
comes
my head and
back.
make me do things fast. I'll forget. But
When you say those names, they come back, and then when it all adds up. Yes.
Jerome Osborne was very influential in the Mentor area. I know
Yes.
if you ever watch Mentor high school football, they play at Jerome Osborne Field.
Okay.
The Cardinals of Mentor. Well, let Stephen give us the post parade here for the 8th.
One is TC's Naughty Boy, owned by Jay and Louise Weller, Republic, and Ashley Brainerd of Haskins, trained and driven by Jay Weller. Number 2 is the Taxman, owned by Chris Easterday, Bucyrus, Ohio, trained by Carl Easterday Jr., the driver Tyler Reich. Number 3 is Mo, owned by Miller Racing Stable of Greenville, Ohio, Paul Hirschberger of Pennsylvania, P. English of Goshen, New York, and Jay Crawford IV of New York, trained by Ryan Miller, the driver Pierce Henry. Number 4 is Trenton Marseille, owned and trained by Bill Webb of Defiance, the driver Clifton Bell. 5 is Baby Beast, owned by Frederick Reed IV of Delaware, trained by Ron Stack, the driver Curtis Harper. Number 6 is Rude Dudell, owned by Levan Stables Incorporated and Megan Levan of Woodstock, Hammerfall Racing, Pennsylvania, Ed Perry of Cable, trained by Hank Levan. And number 7 is Dublin Striker, owned by Anthony Miller of Dundee, Ohio, and Hagerman Racing of Mount Vernon, Ohio, trained by Herman Hagerman, the driver Emmanuel.
3-year-old Colt Trot from the rail. The one, TC's Naughty Boy, Jay Weller. Jay owns with Louise Weller and Ashley Bernard of Haskins, Ohio. 3-year-old Bagel to the son of Triumphant Caviar out of the Dewey Cheatham and Howell mare, Naughty Nanny. 11 starts career-wise, has a win, a second and 2/3, $8,154. Took a mark last year as a 2-year-old at Bucyrus of 206.
Number 2 is the Taxman. Tyler Rush will now pick up the assignment for Carl Easterday Jr., the trainer for Chris Easterday of Bucyrus. This is a Marseille gelding. Made 2 starts last year, didn't hit the board. Made 4 starts this year, didn't hit the board. Has been racing at Scioto Downs in a condition claiming event. Last time out was timed in 2:03 and 2.
Number 3, Mo, Pierce Henry for Ryan Miller. 3-year-old Bay got him by In Range. $25,000 Buckeye Classic purchase out of the Garland Lobert mare, Sabrina Hall, Miller Racing Stable. Hirschberger, P. English, and Jay Crawford of New York own. 9 starts, has a second and 2/3, 9,123, 2 back. Finished second, trotting 205 and 1 at Circleville.
Number 4 is Trotting Marseille. Clifton Bell will now drive for Bill Webb, the owner, from Defiance, Ohio. This is a Marseille colt out of the Pegasus Spur mare, Trotting Brook. This is 0 for 3 lifetime, was 1 of 14 last year. That win was at Oak Harbor in 2:03 and 1.
Curtis Harper picks up the drive on number 5, Baby Beast for Ron Steck. 3-year-old brown colt by Creatine out of the Cincinnati Kid mare. She Trotting Kid, Frederick Reed, Delaware, Ohio owns. This is a homebred. 9 career starts, has a second and 2/3, $4,360. 2 back at Scioto Downs in a qualifier, trotted in 2 minutes and 2/5.
The 6 from the second tier is Rude Dudell. Hank Levan will look to go back-to-back here with this long Tom gelding. Owned by the Levan Stables, Darmafol Racing, and Ed Perry and Megan Levan. Last time out, raced into non-winners of 2 at Scioto Downs, finished 6, but before that was back-to-back winners at Ottawa and Marion.
Rounding out the field is the second tier start for the 7, Dublin Striker. Manny Miller looking for his 3rd of the evening, the 6th of the meet. Herman Hagerman trains. 3-year-old Bay Gutting to Watt the Hill out of the Cash Hall mare. Susie Smart, owned by Anthony Miller Dundee, Hagerman Racing Mount Vernon. 20 career starts, 3 wins, 5 seconds, 2/3, $40,000. 156 and 1 over a sloppy track at Scioto Downs a few weeks ago. The 7, Dublin Striker. Let's send it to Bill Peters. The Mike Wepkenberg starting gate is in motion.
Here they come. They're off and trotting. The first horse away is Mo. Down at the rail second is the Taxman. Up on the outside third is Dublin Striker. Moving up fourth is Trotting Marseille. At the rail fifth is TC's Naughty Boy. Moving up sixth is Baby Beast, and the last horse is Rude Dudell. take the turn now to head down the backside to race over toward that quarter-mile mark. Emmanuel Miller has Dublin Striker on top by 2.5 lengths. Trotting in there second is Mo, driven by Pierce Hendrick. Racing third, that is the Taxman, driven by Tyler Rice. Fourth is TC's Naughty Boy, driven by Jay Weller. First quarter trotted in 30 1/5 seconds. As they race around that upper turn to come down past the stand for the first time, that's Dublin Striker by a length and a half over Mo. And a little farther back third comes the Taxman. Racing fourth, TC's Naughty Boy. Fifth, it is Baby Beast. Moving up on this outside sixth is Rude Dudal, and the last horse is Trottin' Marseille. Coming to the half-mile mark. That's Manuel Miller and Dublin Striker bringing the horses to half, and sitting right there close second is Pierce Henry with Mo. First half trotted in 1 1/5 seconds. As they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over to that 3/4 mile mark. They've got to catch Dublin Striker. The closest horse second is Mo. Racing up third now is Rude Dudal. Moving up fourth is TC's Naughty Boy. Back fifth is the Taxman. Sixth, and the last horse is Baby Beast. Going to the 3/4 mile mark. Dublin Striker by 2 lengths over Mo. Rude Dudal trotting in their third. 3 quarters in 1:30 1/5. As they race around that upper turn to head for pay dirt. That's still Dublin Striker with the lead, but Mo is right there second and ready to move. Racing in their third is Rude Dudal. As they turn for home, that's Dublin Striker and Mo. Dublin Striker at the rail. Mo up on the outside quickly. That's Dublin Striker and Mo as they race through the lane. Dublin Striker and Mo. It's going to be Dublin Striker, and here they all come. Mo up for place with Rude Dudal for show. 2 minutes and 3. A mile in 2 minutes and 3/5.
Very nice mile for 3-year-old colt trotters. 2 minutes and 3/5. Dublin Striker, Herman Hagerman, and Manny Miller team up once again. 3-year-old Bay-Goated son of Wat the Hill out of the Cash Hall mare, Susie Smart. Second of the season, 4th career. 30 1/5. 1 minute 1/5, 1:30 1/5, 2 minutes 3/5. Pretty much every quarter, and 30 seconds are 30 and a piece. Herman Hagerman gets his 3rd training win of the evening. He had 2 last night. Manny Miller, his 3rd driving win tonight. 3 driving wins last night for Manny, 6 on the meet. Manny, our leading driver here at the Logan County Fair.
They're wearing a path out from their trailer to the winner's
circle. Yes, they are.
I didn't see why Hank Levan got back, but he did have a second-tier position, so spotted the field a number of lengths. It's hard to make up distance when they're trotting in 2 minutes and a fifth.
Yes, it is.
In Mount Vernon, Ohio, comes number 7, Dublin Striker, owned by Anthony Miller and Hagerman Racing, trained by Herman Hagerman, and driven to victory this evening by Emmanuel Miller. Miller and Dublin Striker. There are the official placings for race 8 from the top. 1, TC's Naughty Boy was 4th. Number 2, the Taxman was 5th. Number 3, Mo was 2nd. Number 4, Trottin' Marseille was 7th. Number 5, Baby Beast was 6th. Number 6, Rude Dudal was 3rd. Number 7, Dublin Striker was the winner. Time of the first quarter was 30 1/5. The half was in 1:01 1/5. The 3 quarters in 1:30 1/5, with a mile in 2 minutes and 3/5. From the top, it should read 4:52, 7:63, 1 on the bottom. A mile in 2 minutes and 3/5.
2-year-old Colt Pacers. We turn the page to the 9th race for $5,050. Scratch to 2, Spark My Fire. Field of 6 to go to the gate. We'll be back to take a look at that 9th race right after this.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out, Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Sign up for text messaging and receive $10 off your order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Back at the Logan County Fair, Doug Ballinger, Jay Wolf. Stephen Taylor bringing you all the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association action tonight from Bellefontaine. Upcoming action Friday and Saturday, this 17th and 18th, the Jackson County Fair in Wellston. Friday evening, it's a 6:30 start. Saturday, a 6 o'clock post time. That's at Wellston. The Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association broadcast team will be there. Sunday, the 19th and 20th at Oak Harbor, both days. A 5 o'clock starts. That's the Ottawa County Fair. The Portage River, Sunday, July 19th and Monday, July 20th. Monday, the 20th, it's a doubleheader at the Franklin County Fair in Hilliard. A 12 noon and a 4 o'clock post Monday, the 20th at Hilliard. Big day on Monday, 3 of them going Oak Harbor, Hilliard, and Lebanon, the Warren County Fair. Also Monday the 20th, Lebanon, up 4 o'clock post, the Warren County Fair. Tuesday, go to Carrollton for a doubleheader, the Carroll County Fair, Tuesday the 21st of July, a 12 noon post and a 5 o'clock post. That takes us into midweek, a week from Wednesday, Washington Courthouse, a big day of racing there, 5 o'clock post, Fayette County Fair. That's a big day. They'll have wiener dog races on the 22nd. They also come back the 25th at 11 a.m., but that 22nd card goes postward at 5. Wednesday the 22nd, Bucyrus, 6 o'clock post. Buckeye Stallion Series go that Wednesday the 22nd. They come back the following evening to Bucyrus the 23rd at 6. That's at the Crawford County Fair.
Crawford County Fair, I'll be there the second night. The first night is the Buckeye Stallion Series.
And they're keeping you home that night, huh?
I actually have a work event to go to.
You have a work event,
yes.
Okay. Well, this would be a work event in a way.
In a way, but the other one pays a little more.
Okay.
And my wife's going because she works at the same organization.
Okay.
So have you caught World Cup fever, Doug Ballinger?
No, not at all.
It's fun to watch. It's fun to watch the international fans come to the United States. They were showing Japanese people who'd never had barbecue.
Oh, really?
And they were eating beef ribs, and they thought they were losing their minds. Oh. I said, see, we don't have to eat raw fish here. We eat beef that's cooked.
Yes, I have not got into it. I'm actually back into baseball a little bit this year.
Who's your team? The
Well,
Guardians?
Right now, no, I went to the Rays. Since
my
wife and I went over in April to watch the Reds at Tampa Bay. It was an hour-and-a-half drive at Dome Stadium. You ever been there to Tropicana Field?
I have not. We've driven by it, but never inside.
Very neat. And they're going to build a new one.
Yeah. Well, to be honest with you, I love the Tampa Bay area.
Yeah,
we stayed at St. Pete's Beach, which is just south.
Yes,
St. Pete.
Yes.
Beautiful, nice.
And so I got the app on my phone where. So I can't get the Reds because
you're blacked out.
That's
so crazy.
I've been watching Tampa Bay.
You can listen to WLW though.
I can.
We had a wedding in Cincinnati, and we're driving by the stadium. My daughter says, "What's rounding third and heading from home?" And I had explained that was Joe Nuxall's send-off after the Reds win tonight, and this is the old left-hander rounding third and heading for home. You know.
We had a great Red from our area, Wally Post. You've probably heard the name.
Wally Post. He has a beer named after him. Did you know that?
Really? Him and Joe Nuxall were good buddies.
The Maria Stein Brewing Company.
Okay. Oh, yes, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a Wally Post beer.
Yes.
My wife and I
Wally
like
Post,
breweries,
the
so we go around.
grandfather-
Yeah.
Wally, real quick here, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's
but
up,
Wally
no.
Post, the grandfather of Bobby Hoyne.
Okay. The good Hoying, or was that
Yeah.
Tommy?
Bobby was
and
the
Tommy.
Bobby was the
The good one.
Well,
They were both very
yeah,
good.
they were both very good.
By Gary Condit of Dublin, Ohio, Taggart Farms of Columbus, Ohio. That's Steve Jeffers of Delaware, Ohio, and Ron Stack of Marengo, Ohio. Trained by Ron Stack, the driver 10. Spark My Fire has been drawn. Number 3 is the owned and trained by Bob Ball. 4 is Sam Said. Fremont. Trimble Jr. of Houston, Texas, trained and driven by Derek Flowers. Number 6 is Suma L. All the land stables, Harrison Levan and Megan Levan of Woodstock, Ohio. Keith Gisser of Cleveland Heights, Ohio. Richard Fries of Northfield, Ohio. Trained and driven by Hank Levan. Number 7 is Joe Webb. All the Levan stables, Northfield and Megan Levan of Woodstock, Ohio. Trained by Hank Levan, the driver of Louis Levan.
Ninth race, 2-year-old Colt Pacers, scratched down to a field of 6, scratched the 2, Spark by Fire. Have 1, 2, 3, 4 on gate and 2 trailers. So even though the scratch of the 2, 3, 4, and 5 will slide down, beginning with a 1, Seaside Swag. Ron Steck trains. Pierce Henry will drive the 2-year-old Bay Colt, but down by the Seaside, out of the roll with Joe Mayer. Like a Diva. Actually, the first career start for money, had some qualifiers at Delaware, Scioto Downs. Paced in 57-4 last time out at Scioto Downs, the 1 Seaside Swag.
Number 2, Spark My Fire, has been withdrawn, so we move on to the 3. The Burning One, Emmanuel Miller looked to keep the hot hand. This one with the Robert Boggs trained and owned Catch the Fire Colt. 1 start was in a qualifier, race 6th, finished 6th, timed in 59-3 for the Burning One.
Sam Said, the 4, Daniel Korfman, owns, trains, and drives. This is a homebred, the 2-year-old Bagel, the son of Well Said, out of the Artificial Mare. Sammy Sweetheart, first career start for the 4, Sam Said.
Number 5 is Yankee Doodle Mo. Derek Flowers is the trainer and driver for Kenneth Trimble of Houston, Texas. This is a Yankee Cruiser gelding. Made 1 start at Paulding, finished 6th, timed in 2:07 and 4. This one was bred by Skip Hoovler and Jerry Summers.
Number 6 is Zuma L. Hank Levan trains and drives, Levan Stable, along with Keith Gisser. Megan Levan, I'm sure Mr. Gisser listening today. 2-year-old Bay Gelding by Zuma Kalade out of the Bettor's Delight Mare, Carmel Kiss. 3 starts this season, has 3 second-place finishes, 2,550. Last time out, finished 2nd at Marion, pacing in 2:04 and 4.
Louis Levan, Hank's dad, will pick up the drive for the 7, Maestro L from the 2nd tier. Hank Levan owns, trains this one with his wife, Megan Levan. 1 win in 3 starts. That win was at Circleville, 2:04 and 4.
Mike Wepkenberg's starting gate is in motion. Mike and Becky, a big thank you. They support the Passports this year. Mike, a big supporter of harness racing in the state of Ohio.
Does he start any in Michigan? Because I know he does Indiana.
I don't know. I don't think so, but
when I went to Budapest, he told me that one of his starting gates was in Budapest being used. So I went and took a picture of the old one that was in storage, and it was a real old one, like 1960s. And I told him, "Is this it?" And he said, "No."
Here, off and pacing the first horse away is the Burning One. The Burning One now goes off stride. Taking over along the rail is Seaside Swag. Moving in their 2nd is Sam Said. Moving up 3rd is Maestro Well. On the outside 4th is Yankee Doodle Mo. Moving up 5th now, it is the Burning One, and the last horse is Suma L. As they make the turn to the backside to race over toward that quarter-mile mark, Pierce Henry has Seaside Swag on top by 2 lengths. Racing in their 2nd is Maestro Well, driven by Louis Levan. 3rd is Sam Said, driven by Dan Korfman. Racing in their 4th, that's the Burning One, driven by Emmanuel Miller. First quarter paced in 31 and 2/5 seconds. As they race around that upper turn to come down past the stands for the first time. That's still Seaside Swag by a length and a half over Maestro Well. Racing up on the outside third now comes the Burning One. Sam said along the rail fourth. Fifth is Yankee Doodle Mo, and the last horse is Suma L. Coming down to the half-mile mark. Still with the lead. That's Seaside Swag, but right there close second is Maestro L, and closer third now comes the Burning One. Fourth along the rail, Sam said, and the outside fifth is Maestro L. First half paced in 102 and 3/5. As they round the turn down, head down the backside to race over that 3/4 mile mark. They've got to catch Seaside Swag. 2.5 lengths back. Second is Maestro Well. Racing third is the Burning One. Fourth is Suma L. Sam said is fifth, and the last horse is Yankee Doodle Mo. Going toward that 3/4 mile mark. That is still Seaside Swag lead. Maestro L along the middle second. The Burning One on the outside third, and 3 wide now. Suma L. 3/4 and 132 and 4/5. Race around the turn to head for pay dirt. That's still Seaside Swag with the lead. Maestro Well trying to hold on for place position. On the outside third, the Burning One, and 3 wide comes Suma L. As they race toward home, that's Seaside Swag with the lead, but Maestro Well is closing in second. As they race through the lane, that's Seaside Swag and Maestro Well, and on the outside, Suma L. Seaside Swag and Suma L. It's going to be Seaside Swag, and here they all come. Suma L up for place, and Maestro Well for show. A mile in 2:04 and 3/5.
2:04, 3/5. Pierce Henry, second winner on the card. Seaside Swag, Ron Steck trains. Teal Bay Colt, but down by the Seaside out of the roll with Joe Mayer. Act Like a Diva. G. Condit, Taggart Farms. Columbus, Ohio. S. Jeffries, Delaware, Ohio, and Ron Steck, Marengo, Ohio owned. $49,000, Jay, Lexington Select purchase.
And you can say you saw his first win here
Yes.
at the Logan County Fair.
In this race, the number 3 horse, the Burning
And
One.
we need to have the blood drawn on that as well as the winner. The number 3 horse, the Burning One, should be taken to have the blood drawn. Have the blood
drawn, and number 3, the Burning One, as well as the winning horse.
I'm sure Keith was watching, and he had to be mortified of the trip that Suma L got there. Got away last.
Yes, got away last.
Made it to up to third as they went around the first turn the second time. It looked like Manny Miller pulled just in front of him and had to check up a little bit. Then he had to make a decision going down the backstretch to go 3 wide or cut over and go behind his dad. He ended up picking behind his dad and didn't get shake free until the mid-stretch and got up for second. So little trouble trip there for your second place Suma L.
Swag, owned by Gary Condit, Taggart Farms, Steve Jeffries, and Ron Stack, trained by Ron Stack, and driven to victory by Pierce Henry.
Trainer Ron Steck just, questioning Pierce how things went. As we mentioned, I think Ron Steck, back in the day, winner of the Terry Holton Award.
I'll have to dig that program back
That's
out.
a big hand here for Ron and Kyla Stack, Pierce Henry, and Seaside Swag, the winner of race 9.
$1 purse. Seaside Swag, the 2-year-old Bay Colt, but down by the Seaside. 31 and 2, 102 and 3, 132 and 4, 204 and 3. Pierce gets his second on the card. He had a winner last night, so that'll give him at 3. Ron Steck, I believe, had a winner last night. Did he?
That's 4, 6, 5.
Did not.
Did not. Did not.
Swag was a winner. Number 2,
Number 3, the Burning One was 4th.
Sam said was 6th.
Yankee Doodle Mo was 5th.
Number 6, Suma L was 2nd. And number 7,
Maestro Well was 3rd. Time of the first quarter was 31 and 2/5. The half was in 102 and 3/5. The 3/4 in 132 and 4/5. With a mile in 204 and 3/5. The top is in read. 1 scratch
4, 6, 5, 2, 3 on the bottom, a mile in 2:04 and 3/5.
In the upcoming race 10,
On to the 10th. 3-year-old Colt Pace. $4,838. If you have a program at home following along, Manny Miller. Emmanuel Miller will drive the 2. Deputy Jack. Clifton Bell will drive the number 3. Nighthawk Racer. Field of 6. We'll be back to take a look at the 10th race right after this.
Who feeds your need for new ideas for your family's best farm future? Ohio Farm Bureau. We work with our members to shape ag policy that will positively impact our industry. Farm Bureau is advancing business solutions to give you a competitive advantage. We help you gather information to stay ahead of important topics and technologies. Plus, Ohio Farm Bureau creates opportunities for growth. Ohio Farm Bureau, feeding your need for new ideas.
Feel the thunder, experience the speed, witness the excitement of Ohio harness racing. Ohio is home to 4 pari-mutuel tracks with exciting action at Northfield Park, Scioto Downs, Miami Valley Gaming and Racing, and Dayton Raceway. Plus racing at 66 county and independent fairs statewide. From legendary events like the Little Brown Jug to the Dayton Racing Derby, Battle of Lake Erie, and Next Generation Stakes, Ohio is where champions race. The speed, the tradition, the excitement. Don't just watch it, be a part of it. Race Ohio, it's your best bet.
We are back at Bellefontaine, Ohio, the Logan County Fair. 2 to go, Jay Wolf. 2 to go. 3-year-old Colt Pace. We close it out with the Bob Mare Trot, Signature Series Trot.
What's the name of this race?
This is the 3-year-old Colt Pace. Then it's the Bob Mare Signature Series Trot. The penultimate. Penultimate.
So you're a baseball fan. Are you going to rush home? Oh, I guess the All-Star game's tonight?
Yeah, I really don't care about that. Back to the Dome Stadium, that was just amazing. I'd never been at a dome before. We literally I told my wife, I said, I haven't been to a baseball game 5, 6, 7, 8 years. I'm going to pay the price. I want to be behind the Reds dugout. I was rooting for the Reds that day. But since then, I've become a Tampa Bay.
Devil Rays?
Yeah,
no,
fan.
The Rays now.
They're
in
in first place by 3 over the Yankees, so I switched to them instead of the Reds.
How far is it for you to go to Toledo?
To the Mudheads?
Yeah.
Probably less than 2 hours.
No, that's still a long way.
But it's an easy drive.
There's no Fort Wayne team or anything.
Yeah, there is. Well, there used to be a Fort Wayne team, and then Dayton actually.
Now, how far is Dayton? An hour and
15.
Oh, it's that close, huh?
Yeah. But the Dome Stadium, we parked, and we got out of our car within 10 minutes. We were in our seats.
That's because there was 3,000 people there?
Maybe 8.
8?
Maybe 8.
Most of them dressed up as empty seats?
Yes.
Now, the Yankees, the Rays played in the Yankees spring training
game at
last
Tampa
year.
last year.
Okay.
So you've been in the Tampa. You like to stay in the St. Pete area?
We were. Yep.
It's a nice area.
Yep. We were there after the hurricane that hit was it Sanibel Island right there north of?
Yes.
Okay. We drove down, and I mean this was many months after the hurricane. Just still the devastation that they were still dealing with.
Go out on the pier.
Nope, we just drove. We were
on
our way to. We were actually on our way to Marco Island.
Okay.
So we flew into. Was it
Tampa?
Fort Myers, and went over to the coast.
Okay.
And then drove down because we had plenty of time to kill because we couldn't check into our house until a certain time.
Okay.
So we went the long way. Last night at this time, we could not see anything because the sun was brutal, and now it's so hazy that
yes, I was thinking
the sun
of that
is
just
very
minutes
visible.
ago.
Yep.
Thanks to Stephen for the tent.
We took the tent down at the last commercial break because it just wasn't effective because the sun's below the tent level. So, Stephen, your next race is going to be where?
Which?
Lebanon. The old Warren County Fairgrounds.
He's going to. Have you been there? Was you there last year? Okay.
There's no. Oh.
I heard that. Yeah, I haven't been there for years.
They took the bleachers down. They had the grandstand was long gone. Bleachers up, but you worked off of a hay wagon.
And they going to one card instead of a double station, so they'll have a lot of races.
Oh, gosh,
at
they'll
4
have
o'clock.
a ton.
They'll have 20 races probably.
Every time I hear Lebanon, I think of Don Houston.
Don Houston. He would smoke that pipe sitting up there, and he would read it was a Shaneling or Udapole. Udapole commercial.
Last call for Udapole.
Yep. And Barry Vickroy, you would think it's Don Houston when he says, and they're all behind. How Barry can do it, just you'd think it is Don.
What's a lot of fun, though, is you can go to, are you a member of RTN, Racetrack Network TV? It's a subscription service where you can watch all the live races from every track in North America. But you can also go back and look at archives. So you can watch old Lebanon Raceway races, and you can watch old Raceway Park races, and you forget about the old announcers.
Yes,
It's the. I worked with Sugar Valley Farms, and back then Sakaram was racing before, and Dale had bought a audio tape, and I can still do part of the call from that race. We listened to it so many times. Blackwater every step of the way, and then Sakaram was sitting last.
Where
at
was
the
this
half.
race at?
Raceway Park. It was an overnight.
Okay.
He wanted. There was an invitational or
was
something.
Sam McKee the announcer? Then?
Nope. But it was Blackwater every step of the way, and then Sakaram won, and we asked Billy about it afterwards, and he said, I've never had to come from behind, and I wanted to see if she could do it, and she did quite well doing it. So Karen was voted into the Ohio Harness Racing Hall of Fame as a racehorse. Steven's done a nice job with the website, the harnessracingohio.com. You click on there, and there's a Hall of Fame section now, and it's searchable. So you can search, and they're always looking for photos, videos, good stories. So, especially if they're good to print, we can't print the bad stories. But we invite everyone to take a look at harnessracingohio.com and go to the Hall of Fame section. With that, we'll send it over to Bill Peters.
Roy Justice, the driver David Justice. Number 2 is Deputy Jack. By Roger Wilkin of Middle Point, Ohio, and Ben Thatcher of Van Wert, Ohio, trained by Ben Thatcher, the driver Emmanuel Miller. Number 3 is Nighthawk Racer, owned by Ivy Holdings of Apple Creek, Ohio, trained by Robbie Brooks, the driver Clifton Bell. Number 4 is Western Dancer SBGR, owned by Saved by Grace Ranch of Dayton, Ohio, trained by Mike Sweeney, the driver Curtis Harper. Number 5 is Captain Said, owned by the Deer Lake Stables LLC of Osseo, Michigan, trained by Thad Doty, the driver Hank Levan. And number 6 is Willow Dale, owned by Curtis Schaup of Attica, Ohio, trained by Robbie Brooks, the driver Pierce Henry.
3-year-old Colt Pacers, 10th race. Hillbilly Duncan from the rail. David Justice for Roy Justice. 3-year-old Bay Got Him But Fool Me Once. Out of the Three Olives mare, here's my ticket. Daniel C. and Landon Coates, Covington, Ohio own. Second career start, made a couple breaks in that opener. The 1, Hillbilly Duncan.
Number 2 is Deputy Jack. Emmanuel Miller will look to continue his hot streak. For this one is a Fear to Dragon owned by Roger Wilkin and the trainer Ben Thatcher of Van Wert. 0 for 6 on the season, does have a pair of second place finishes. Last time out was second by a scant nose in 2:03.1.
Number 5, Captain Said.
Or number 3.
Excuse me. Clifton Bell, the 3, Nighthawk Racer. Robert Brooks trains, 3-year-old Bay Gilda, a Racine Hill out of the 4-star Shark mare. Dancing with Stars, Ivy Holdings owns. This is a homebred. 24 career starts, has a win 6 seconds and 7 thirds. $24,254. 154 and 2 on the 11th of June at Sauda Downs.
Number 4 is Western Dancer SBGR, owned by the Saved by Grace Ranch of Dayton, Ohio, hence the last 4 initials. Curtis Harper will drive for Mike Sweeney. This one is making his 3rd career start, unraced at 2, does have a second place finish. That was the first time out at Paulding in a conditioned event. Finished second by 8 1/4 lengths, timed in 2:06.1.
Number 5, Captain Said, Hank Levan for Thad Doty, the 3-year-old Bay Got Son of Well Said. The Captain Treacherous mare, Enchanted Path, Deer Lake Stables. Michigan owned, 15 career starts, 2 wins, 3 seconds, 4 thirds, $15,822 in the bank. Took a mark last year as a 2-year-old at Attica of 203.
Starting from the second tier is the 6 Willow Dale. Pierce Henry will drive for Bobby Brooks and Curtis Shoup of Attica, Ohio. This is a Western Vintage gelding. 1 win in 9 starts. That win was at Side of Downs in 53-3. If you'll notice a new abbreviation here, rough gated at the start of Marion on 6/29. We got to learn new abbreviations now, Doug. They're OG and RG, rough gated and off gate.
Off gate.
And then driver caused break, which I thought we already had that one, but they named it something else. So we'll send it up to Bill Peters for the 10th.
Here, off and pacing the first horse away is Nighthawk Racer. Down at the rail second is Deputy Jack. Up on the outside third is Captain Said. At the rail fourth, that's Willow Dale. Racing in there fifth, that's Western Dancer SBGR, and the last horse is Hillbilly Duncan. As they make the turn now to head down the backside to race over toward that quarter-mile mark, Hank Levan's moving. Captain Said up on the outside to take command. Dropping back second at the rail is Nighthawk Racer, driven by Clifton Bell. Racing third is Deputy Jack, driven by Emmanuel Miller. Fourth it is Nighthawk, is Willow Dale, driven by Pierce Henry.
28-2.
First quarter pace in 28 2/5 seconds. As they race around that upper turn, down past the stand for the first time, that's Captain Said on top by a length and a half. Pacing in there second is Nighthawk Racer. Third along the rail, that is Deputy Jack. Moving up on the outside fourth is Willow Dale as they come down to the half. Front four well bunched. That's Captain Said with the lead. At the rail second, Nighthawk Racer. On the outside third, Willow Dale. At the rail fourth, that is Deputy Jack. First half pace in 58 1/5 seconds. As they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over that 3/4 mile mark. They've got to catch Captain Said. Second along the rail is Nighthawk Racer. On the outside third is Willow Dale. Fourth is Deputy Jack. Racing fifth is Western Dancer SBGR, and the last horse Hillbilly Duncan. Going to that 3/4 mile mark. That's still Captain Said with the lead. 2 lengths back second is Nighthawk Racer, and on the outside third, Willow Dale.
27-2.
3/4 in 127 2/5. As they race around that upper turn to head for pay dirt. That's Captain Said by a length and a half over Nighthawk Racer. Willow Dale trying to hold on third and flying up on the outside fourth. Now comes Deputy Jack as they race for home. That's Captain Said and Deputy Jack. Captain Said at the rail, Deputy Jack on the outside. Deputy Jack taking over, and here between horses comes Nighthawk Racer. It's going to be Deputy Jack, and here they all come. Looked like tight there for second between Nighthawk Racer and Captain Said. What was it?
69-2.
A mile in 159 2/5.
Deputy Jack got the 3-hole trip most of the mile. Manny Miller picks up another one, this one for Ben Thatcher. Manny Miller, 4th winner of the evening, Jay, his 7th of the meet. He is the leading driver here at the Logan County Fair. 28-2, 58-1, 127-2, 59-2. Mile was cut by Captain Said and Hank Levan, but Deputy Jack and Manny Miller get up to win it.
Picks up first seasonal win. Had a qualifying mark last year of the 2-year-old of 57-3 at Northfield.
3-year-old Big Gunny, but Fear the Dragon out of the roll with Joe Mayer. Leave 'em in stitches. Roger Wilkin, Middle Point, Ohio. And Ben Thatcher of Van Wert owned. Roger Wilkin across the way, moving to the winner's circle. Roger, head of the racing program at the Van Wert County Fair.
Back into the winner's circle where the winners go. Coming in from Middle Point in Van, Ohio comes number 2, Deputy Jack. Owned by Roger Wilkin and Ben Thatcher. Trained by Ben Thatcher and driven to victory this evening by Emmanuel Miller. Corey Godwin, will you please come to the judges stand? Corey Godwin, please come to the judges stand. Let's have a big hand here for Ben Thatcher, Roger Wilkin. second. Number 6, Willowdale, was fourth. Time of the first quarter was 28 and 2 fifths.
The half was in 58 and 1/5.
3/4 in 127 and 2 fifths. And 159 and 2 fifths. The top it should read 6:13.524, a mile and 159 and 2 fifths.
11th race up next. Going to close it out with the Signature Series 4-year-old and up trot for $2,050. The Bob Mare trot. Bob, for many years, was head of the harness racing department here at the Logan County Fair. It's going to be scratched down, Jay, to a field of 3. We're going to scratch the 2 up Blueberry Hill along with the 3 Swartz Brothers Donna. That leaves the 1 KJ Todd, the 4 Gone in a Flash, and the 5 Sandy's Commando L. 4 and 5 will slide down a couple spots.
Yep.
2 spots. So we'll have no trailers.
I'll give you the 1-4-5 trifecta box this race.
Okay.
Good luck.
Good luck. I'd need it. I'd need it.
For the last time tonight, we're going to send it to you, Stephen, for some inspiring words from our sponsors.
For over 100 years, the values at CoverLink Insurance have been clear. Do the right thing. These values have been at the forefront of what we do, and that will never change. At CoverLink Insurance, you're a person, not a policy. Whether you raise crops, livestock, or own the family farm, CoverLink's farm insurance can be tailored to meet your needs. Trusted advice and solutions to protect what matters most. Great service from great people, CoverLink Insurance.
Do you love horses and the outdoors? There are hundreds of immediate openings across Ohio for caretakers and grooms. Work with these beautiful animals every day. Health insurance, vision care, prescription benefits, and a retirement plan are available to those that qualify. Help care for these beautiful animals. Immediate openings across Ohio. For more information, visit OhioHorseJobs.com. That's OhioHorseJobs.com.
We are back. We have some of the best viewers, Doug.
They all watching us tonight?
They're filling us in on things that we don't remember.
Okay.
Like the announcer's name at Raceway Park. Ron Zubzak?
Yes, he was the announcer there. Now, could have been when that time? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. And then
Ron Zeb, he was a disc jockey.
Oh.
Good announcer. Yeah, he was the announcer there. I don't know if it was at that time.
And I mentioned earlier that you can watch replays from Raceway Park. You have to be a subscriber to RTN, RacetrackNetwork.tv. I think it's $9.99 a month, but you get every track that races live. You also get replays, and you can watch replays from a long time ago. I mean, not a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Raceway Park's been 15 years.
Real close.
Because they
Real
moved
close.
to Dayton.
They moved to Dayton.
I always
It's
laugh.
probably longer than you think. It's
Someone will tell us.
you're real close.
Yeah.
Time flies. What was the song they played? Bugle Boy. That was a theme song at Raceway Park.
I remember all the win photos had the giant Raceway Park painted on the grandstand behind it. So
Yeah.
when you got your picture in the winner's circle, you knew darn well where it was.
Matt Clark, if he's watching,
yeah.
Matt Clark.
He's probably driving home.
Oh, that's right. He did work today.
Cortland.
Wonder how far a drive that would be.
I think he said 3 hours.
Okay.
Because he could probably come over the turnpike. Raceway Park, I remember there was an automobile racing track down the street, so you would sit outside at Raceway Park on certain nights and all you heard was cars going in circles.
You were just about in Michigan,
Yeah.
correct? Yes.
Was it Telegraph Road?
Telegraph Road.
Now I can remember that, but I can't remember what I had for breakfast yesterday.
Stephen, what's your schedule tomorrow? You have to hit the office tomorrow? Board meeting on Thursday. Put a good word in for me, will you?
Or you yourself, Employee of the Month. One of my favorite trips, Doug, was one Saturday in November. I drove to Swartz Creek, Michigan.
Okay.
And I watched the first 5 or 6 races at Swartz Creek, Michigan. I got in the car, and then I drove to Northville Downs. And I watched about 4 or 5 races there. Then I got in the car, and I caught the last race at Raceway Park on the way home.
Talking about Swartz Creek, Michigan, didn't Sam McKee announce
Yep,
there?
yep. Swartz Creek, Michigan. One of my trips, I went to Verdon Downs on Friday night, Saratoga Thoroughbred Saturday morning. The harness races at Saratoga Saturday night, and then I stopped at Tioga Downs on the way home.
My. Have you ever been to Keeneland?
I love Keeneland. Love Keeneland. Been to Saratoga.
Yeah, I'd like
been
to
to Arlington, which is no longer Arlington Park. I went up for the Arlington Million. I was in the Graduate School of Banking in Madison, Wisconsin, and on Saturday at noon we were done for the weekend. And someone says, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I'm going to go to Arlington Park." And they said, "What's that?" And I said, "There's a $1 million horse race." And they said, "We'll go." So I brought 6 buddies in one car, and we drove to Arlington Park, and we had the best time.
Bob Meyer Trot for 4-year-olds and up, a part of the Signature Series, going for a purse of $2,050. For one is KJ Todd. He's a bay gelding, 6 years old, by Trixton, out of Workwoman by Ken Workington. Racing at Mount Vernon, Ohio, trained by Herman Hageman, driven this evening by Emmanuel Miller. Lifetime earnings over $202,000. A lifetime mark 155 and 1/5. 2 up Blueberry Hill has been drawn, and number 3 Swartz Bros Don has been drawn. For 4 is Gone in a Flash. She's a bay mare, 4 years old, by Uncle Peter, out of Action on Levesque by Mr. Levesque, owned by Tom Moore Jr. and Peyton Moore of Napoleon, trained and by Tom Moore Jr. Lifetime earnings over $29,000, a lifetime 158 and 2/5. At number 5 is Sandy's Commando L. Owned by Levan Stables, Megan Levan of Woodstock, Ohio, Rosemary Levan of Lewistown, Ohio, and Max Perry of Mingo, Ohio, trained and by Hank Levan. Lifetime earnings over $413,000, a lifetime mark 153 and 3/5. Those are your horses for the 26 Bob Meyer Trot.
The 3 combatants in this race that we really don't have to say much. Sandy Commando's L is the old workhorse for the Levan stable, 152 career starts. KJ Todd, 101 starts tonight.
202,000 for KJ Todd. Sandy's Commando L, 413,000.
And that was the hard way.
Yes.
Gone in a Flash hasn't raced since November 6th at Dayton Raceway. Non-winners of 1. Went inside the pylons and finished 10th. So gave him some time off. Tom Ward gave some time off after that start. First start back today here at Bellefontaine.
As we mentioned, Friday and Saturday, Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association broadcast team will be in Wellston. The Jackson County Fair, Friday the 17th, Saturday the 18th at 6:30 on Friday, 6 o'clock Saturday, Sunday the 19th, and Monday the 20th at Oak Harbor. That's the Ottawa County Fair at 5 o'clock each evening. Then Monday at Hilliard, 12 noon and a 4 o'clock post. That's the Franklin County Fair in Lebanon. Warren County Fair also Monday, a 4 o'clock post time. So it'll be a busy day Monday for the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association broadcast team.
It's a busy time, too, for the Buckeye Stallion Series. On Wednesday, tomorrow, the 2-year-old Colt Pacers first leg at Northfield Park. Friday, the 2-year-old fillies go to Scioto Downs. Saturday, Scioto Downs will hold the trots for 3-year-olds, both the Colts and Geldings. That's the 4th leg. And then Sunday at Northfield Park wraps up the 3-year-old Colt Pace. So a lot of Buckeye Stallion Series action, and we invite you, if you're out in those areas, come on out to the races. Good time will be had by all.
There they come. They're off in the Bob Meyer trot. The first horse away at the rail is KJ Todd. Up on the outside second is Sandy's Commando Well. The last horse is Gone in a Flash. As they make the turn down to head down the backside to race over toward that quarter mile mark, Emmanuel Miller has KJ Todd on top by 2.5 lengths. Trotting second is Sandy's Commando Well, driven by Hank Levan. Now racing third is Gone in a Flash, driven by Tom Moore Jr. Heading down that backside, that is still KJ Todd with the lead. 4 lengths back, second Sandy's Commando Well, followed by Gone in a Flash.
29 and 3.
First quarter trotted in 29 and 3/5 seconds. As they race around that upper turn to come down past the stands for the first time. That's KJ Todd now by 4 lengths. Sandy's Commando Well continues to trot in their second, followed by Gone in a Flash third. No change, racing down toward the half. That's Emmanuel Miller and KJ Todd bringing the horses down toward the half. Racing in there a little closer second now is Sandy's Commando Well, and right there third is Gone in a Flash. Past the half-mile mark, that's KJ Todd by 3 lengths.
1 minute and 2/5.
First half trotted in 1 minute and 2/5 seconds. As they round the turn down, head down the backside to race over that 3/4 mile mark. They've got to catch KJ Todd. 2 lengths back, second is Sandy's Commando Well, and right there third is Gone in a Flash. No change heading down that backside. Still Emmanuel Miller and KJ Todd with a comfortable lead, but Sandy's Commando Well still within striking distance. And then comes Gone in a Flash third.
29 and 4.
3/4 in 129 and 4/5 as they race around that upper turn to head for pay dirt. That's still KJ Todd with the lead. Sandy's Commando Well second and trying to come on. Also third is Gone in a Flash as they race toward home. That's KJ Todd racing against the clock again. Racing second, Sandy's Commando Well with Gone in a Flash third as they race through the lane. That's KJ Todd and Sandy's Commando Well. It's going to be KJ Todd wire to wire, and here they all come. Sandy's Commando Well up for second, up for third, Gone in a Flash. 2 minutes and 3. 1 mile in 2 minutes and 3/5 seconds.
KJ Todd, gate to wire for Herman Hagerman. Another one for Herman Hagerman.
Jay Wolf gave you the
Manny
trifecta
Miller.
box.
Yes, you did give that trifecta box. Herman Hagerman, 4 training wins this evening. Manny Miller, 4 driving wins.
5 driving
5?
wins. Yep.
5? That'd give him 8, right?
Yep.
Yes, 8. I didn't mark that down. 8 for the week. He is definitely the leading driver here at the Logan County Fair. KJ Todd, the winner. Gone in a Flash, finished third. Sandy's Commando Well was second, 29 and 3. Minute 2/5, 129 and 4.
And I told you we have the best listeners. It was the Colonel Bogey theme from
Colonel Bogey, yes.
the Bridge over the River Kwai. Doot doot.
Yep.
Doot, 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 doot,
You could look right into the paddock there.
Yep, that was a neat feature too.
I was offered a job there in 1974. Didn't take it. If I hadn't, just about a month before that, I started my career where I was going to work, or I probably might have taken that, and my whole life.
Whole life would have changed.
Would have changed
because you would have moved from Salina and
probably to Toledo for.
Then you probably wouldn't have met your wife.
Yeah, that's one reason I probably didn't go out. Right.
Smart man.
Smart man.
Said 52 years.
52 years in December.
Back in front of the stands, your winner of the 11th and final, paying $240.
Circle where the winners go. Coming in from Mount Vernon, Ohio, comes number 1, KJ Todd. All by Hagerman Racing, trained by Herman Hagerman. Let's do a big hand here for Emmanuel Miller and KJ Todd, the winner of the 2026 Bob Meyer Trot. 3-2. Okay. 23-46. Sings for race 11 from the top. Number 1, KJ Todd was a winner. Number 2, Up Blueberry Hill had been drawn. Number 3, Rose Donna had been drawn. Number 4, On in a Flash was third. Number 5, Sandy's Commando Well was second.
Time of the first quarter was 29
3
and 3
fifths.
fifths. The half
Time
was
is a minute and
2 fifths.
The
3
3/4.
quarters in 129 and 4 fifths, with a mile in 2 minutes and 3 fifths.
Top it should read 1, scratch, scratch, 3, 2 on the bottom.
A mile in 2 minutes and 3 fifths. Well, that
Our
concludes our
racing.
racing 2026 Logan County Fair. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out to enjoy the races this year. And I hope you'll all be back for the 2027 Logan County Fair and their harness racing program.
So, Doug, that puts a wrap on the Logan County Fair from Bellefontaine, Ohio. We want to thank Stephen for everything that he did for us the last 2 days. Everything you could control was well controlled, so we appreciate that. And we'll put a good word in for your boss for Employee of the Month next month. But Doug, any final words?
No, that's about it. I enjoyed. Stephen, we'll probably run into you at Washington Courthouse. I'll be calling the races, so make me sound good, will you? You'll do
He's
his
not
best.
a miracle man.
He's
Come
not a
on.
miracle man. Okay. Do
Doug,
what you can do.
It's always fun to be with you. I enjoy these 2 nights and look forward to seeing you down the road. I'm sure I'll catch up with you at Wapaw in Troy.
Yes.
Even though you're announcing at Troy, you're literally in the row behind me, so
Yes,
I hear
I am,
everything
yes.
you and Johnny Weiss have to say
Yes.
about me. So, on behalf of the Ohio Harness Horsemen Association, we'd like to thank everyone for joining us tonight. We urge you to go out to a county fair near you or a pari-mutuel track and watch the great action this weekend. If not, be sure to follow us on YouTube for all the racing action for the Ohio County Fairs. So